can tell that you have played it safe your whole life. So let's get naughty and break a couple rules tonight. Sneak in a movie, no one will ever know. Then run on private property and hold each other close. Beneath the moonlight, I've got a fun idea. Lean and kiss a cheek and gently whisper in your ear. Let's steal a car tonight. Commit a felony with me and drive until the sunrise. Let's steal a motherfucking car tonight. Be young and alive. So let's commit some crimes.
Hey, I like you.
I got your flowers. Let's get some coffee. Look deep in my eyes and tell me about your family. We can hold hands, then you can watch me shoot cocaine into my eyes and rock a family. Let's steal some art tonight. What's a few Picassos when you're on a sexy date heist? Let's steal some precious fucking art tonight. Young and alive. And cross some state lines.
Or, you know, we could go a little more traditional. Go for a walk, watch a movie. Actually, there's a really nice flower exhibit at the Botanical Gardens. Ninja Brian was just telling me about that last week. He loved it. Wait, you know what? Fuck it!
Let's kill some guy tonight. We're holding hands and laughing while we shank 'em in the starlight. Let's take a motherfucking life tonight. Young and alive. Which I can say for that guy. Yeah. Let's kill 5 guys tonight. Then share a cherry cola while we blast a savage drive-by. Let's kill 10 guys tonight.
You know what? First date, let's pump the brakes on the murders.
Let's kill 5 guys tonight. I'll take you back to your place and we'll craft a perfect alibi. Man, we had fun tonight. We're young and alive. And you can call me anytime.
Good first date. Want to do it again next week? No? Oh, all right.
Are are we live? Yes, so we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to an exciting Wednesday stream where today I am going to be yapping quite a bit before we get into things, but once we're through the yapping, we're going to be getting back into Deep Rock Galactic where we have very, very few of the easy achievements remaining. That's right. Very soon we're moving into difficulty land, but we still have a few fun and interesting ones to do, and a few I failed on leading up to this point, like the 250% crit chance, 250,000 bullets fired, and there was one other fun one. I'll have to look at the list again, but we've got a few for class specific things. But, before we get into all of that, I have a simple question for all of y'all. How have your weeks been? How are your weeks shaping up to be? And most importantly, how are you all doing today? I just heard from Hall Frost that some of y'all are heading out to TwitchCon already, getting on flights or doing whatever you gotta do to get on out and seeing things. I'm jealous. Unfortunately, with how my schedule is this fucking year, ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. I've got a bunch of shit I need to handle IRL, including job applications, interviews, auditions, and other random things I've gotten up to recently that I'm gonna be sharing quite a bit with you guys in a second. Chaotic. Oh my god, is that a prime? Chaotic. Did you just give me a prime sub? Oh, my favorite type of sub. A prime sub. The type that takes money directly out of Bezos's mouth and puts it into mine. Delicious. And thank you for the fucking 2 years, my guy. Congratulations. If you want to pop up the follow timer, if you think that'll show an even bigger number, fucking go for it. Not a foot long sub. Hey, dude, it's a 2-year sub. I think that's longer than a foot, right? Right? What's our years to length conversion rate? Oh my god, stay strong, hardworking, tardigrade. You don't know the half of it. So, I'm very excited to talk to y'all about a recent one-day job I had. So, as y'all know, I moved to LA a bit ago, and since I was in LA anyway, and looking around for more stable work, I decided to go on this little website that lets you do basically. I talked to a friend of mine who does a lot of extra and background work in film and asked him what website is the most bottom of the barrel, low barrier to entry, absolute beginner background actor website. And he gave me a name, and I went on the website and I made a profile and I applied to everything that was background role that I thought I could fill in the area. And for a few weeks, absolutely no responses to anything. In fact, the website started driving me insane because every time I would apply to something, I would immediately get a notification. Hey, your profile does not seem to be 100% complete. You haven't included any of your professional credits on your profile. People who include all of their credits on their profile are 80% more likely to get a successful job application. You should include all of your professional credits on your profile. And I'm just sitting there whenever I apply like, thanks, Mom. I would if I could, but that's not really an option for me. But it was this week I finally got an email back that was like, hey, we need you to come in on this day to be a background in a fucking audience thing. And I'm like, hell yeah, I'm ready to do that. They're like, bring an extra change of clothes just for this, come in, this is your call time, we'll have you in, we'll do all that. I'm like, yes, I filled out all the paperwork they got me, I got that all set up. Then I got another email that was for a week later, that's another background role. And we'll see if I'm able to get to both of these, but the very first one was on the 13th, 2 days ago. So I was able to go through that whole process, and boy, howdy, was it interesting doing background work. I enjoyed myself, and I have learned it was, in fact, a very eclectic group that was brought in for that. So I'm a bit of a nervous person. Call time was like 11:30, I want to say. So of course I arrive a little bit before 11. For shows or movies, we'll need to do the movie nights with it. Well, it was a vertical film based on what I was saying. I was thinking it was a students film thing for like UCLA or something like that. I don't know if it was like a real professional production. It was something called a vertical film where they film it in like a phone style, but not like on a phone. It's like just a professional camera that has its camera settings like to the classic like vertical phone dimensions, and they film like that, which was kind of interesting because they do like two cameras at the same time, and you'll just see this long vertical screen of multiple camera films recording if you look behind like at their previewing stuff. That was interesting. Anyway, I show up and I've been told I'm coming to be just like an audience member. So I'm thinking I'm going to show up, go sit in a bleacher or something, fake cheer for some stuff for like an hour and go home. Turns out it was a little more involved with that. As I arrive and they're like, all right, can we see your clothes? And I show them everything. All right, you're going to be wearing this for the student scene. You're going to be wearing this for the audience scene. I'm like, oh, I'm a student. They're like, yep. And make sure you bring the backpack out with you. So I gather all my stuff, and they're like, and we're gonna put you in holding until everything goes. I'm like, holding? So they took me to a room with a piece of paper with the word holding written on it. And it was like an old computer lab or something. And they put me in the room. And I'll be honest, y'all. There was a moment where an evil thought occurred to me because I realized in this room there were 6 unattended laptops, 3 cell phones, and a rack of radios. And I was the only one in that room for 20 minutes. There was a moment where I thought, man, I could just throw all of this into my backpack and I did not have to fill out a background check to be here. They have very little information about who I am right now. Anyway, I decided to stick it out, do the boring legal job. And I sat there and waiting. And then older woman comes in saying she's here for audience work. And because she walks into the room, I'm the only one in there. She's like, hi, I'm background. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. So there's a dude with a headset on that's taking people back to wardrobe to get their stuff approved and yada yada. And then I realized there's this woman who's probably like in her 40s or something, like a woman like 10, 20 years older than me, is like asking me these questions. And as she's asking questions, I'm slowly realizing she thinks I'm a crew member. She thinks I know what's going on. And I'm like subtly trying to include words in my responses to more and more imply I'm not a crew member. Like, oh, so is there anything we're filling out? I'm like, oh, they haven't given me anything to fill out at this point. So it seems like we're not doing that. Okay. And wardrobes where? Well, when they took me down, it was down this way and over there. Until eventually one point she goes, oh, wait, are you back? And I'm like, yep, I got no clue what's going on. And just over the day, more and more people were rolling in. We're getting closer to 11:30 when this man comes into holding. That is just dripping sweat, just soaked through his shirt, his pants, dripping off his forehead. Like, it looks like he ran an hour to get here. And he's like, is this where background waits? Everyone's like, yeah. And he takes a seat. Someone comes in and talks to him. He goes over to fucking out like wardrobe, and they have to give him different clothes because he's soaked through everything. And he comes back and he sits down, and he's still just sweating like a fucking fountain. And because I've been waiting for quite a while at this point, I've got like earbuds in. I'm listening to something on my phone, right? And I'm in a room with like 20 people now. There's like 20 people in holding. They're all background actors. They've all been there. And the dude who arrived late and sweating through his shirt, to say, he kind of looks around a bit. and he looks over at me. I can tell he's looking at me just because I'm pointedly like looking out the window, headphones in or anything. And I just hear a voice that's clearly directed at me. And I turn around, look at him, and I remove my headphones. I'm like, what? He's like, oh, are you listening to music? I'm like, oh, it's a YouTube video. Put the headphones back in. Physically turn back around to look out the window. Then I hear something again, and I turn around, headphone out. What? He's like, "Is it a good view?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's pretty nice. You can see the water from here." I put the headphone back in, turn back around, and at this point, like I didn't even start the video up again as I hear him ask another question, and I'm like, "How did I get clocked? How did I get clocked as the guy to talk to?" What part of someone not hearing you, taking the headphones out, listening, responding, putting headphones back in, and turning away from you? And this guy, 4 more times, he's asking me things about what's going on. And I'm like, first of all, my dude, every time I've headphone out, headphoned in, turned away, I feel like there's a point where I'm signaling I'm not social right now. And the other part is, I don't know anything that's going on, dude. I'm in the room with all of the extras. You're an extra as well. We're all equally knowledgeable at this point. Oh my god. But no, it was honestly a pretty funny time just because like there are people there that were clearly pissed off that they had to be there. Like there was one guy that was talking about how he's had speaking roles before and he's kind of upset at his manager that he had to apply to his own thing. And like we have this whole sequence where we're just supposed to be like students walking in the background of a thing, like basically blurry background moving through the space as they're like zoomed in on the character's face. So you can't even like see the background characters. It's just more so about having the energy of people moving around. And like after the third or fourth take of us basically just moving back and forth across the background of where they're filming, the guy who's next to me, different person, from the one who came in sweating, was like, God, I'm getting sick of walking back and forth. This is bullshit. And in my head, I'm like, this is literally my first background job I've had in my life. And this feels pretty much exactly like what I expected it to be. Just walking back and forth until someone yells cut and resetting and doing the exact same walk back and forth again. That's very much what I figured it'd be, but this guy was not having it. He was not having it at all. And like he's complaining and I'm doing my best to not engage as much as possible with like either the energy of sweaty man who's really trying to force a conversation or the guy who clearly is upset that he's here at all, and I'm just trying to keep as much to myself as possible. The only person I end up enjoying talking to is there's this one woman who's there who's just like at one point starts sprinting, like running past in the background, you know? And in between takes, I just hear her huffing, and I look over and I see her lug her back on, like her bag onto her shoulder in the way where it's like heavy as shit, you know? And I look over, I'm like, hey, you good? She's like, yeah, I just have all of my makeup and everything in this stupid bag I decided to carry. I'm like, yeah, and you chose to sprint. And she's like, no, the director told me they wanted me sprinting back and forth the whole time. And I'm like, oh God. And she's like, yeah, you want me to take any of the weight out of your bag? She's like, no, I'll just deal with it. But oh God. And it turns out she actually had like a more important background role later on. They changed her into sidekick. So she got to be, you know, when the mean girl has like the two silent sidekicks that stand behind her and make huffy faces. That was the role she had, and I don't know, I didn't see it. I wasn't there for that scene, but I bet she nailed it. Oh my god. But it was a fun time. Then later on we moved into the audience section where we're just kind of standing next to Hey Lotus next to a racetrack, and we're supposed to be, you know, cheering, and there's times where they're having us yell and cheer silently and yell and cheer loudly, and I nearly threw out my voice. And then at one point, they have us all rush a car that's on this track, right? As an actor steps out, like we're supposed to be, you know, rushing the car racetrack at the finale. Really betting that any of the cars in second and third ain't about to roll through on us. But the director looks at me because at this point I had changed into like a black t-shirt and black shorts was what the wardrobe wanted me in for this sequence. And he's looking through people with all these different colored shirts and pants and whatever. Because he's got so few extras to work in, he literally goes down the line of who can be towards the front of the crowd. And he looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, you're pretty generic. We could probably reuse you a couple of times." And that's how I got to lead the rush up to the car. Apparently, I got that generic look. I think it was mostly the clothing he was commenting on, but it was still very funny to be told. But it was funny because, so for the race scene, the straightest, whitest man wearing the most nondescript clothing. Yeah, basically, Lotus. So I'm at the front of the crowd as we run up applauding the fucking lady who won the race and she's getting handed awards or whatever, and we're all cheering and clapping, and like because of where the cameras I could tell like I'm like over her shoulder or like visible as part of the crowd cheering. But I had one more scene I was in where we changed back into student and it's someone basically getting an award for a student thing. And again, I think I nailed the generic look because the director fully did not recognize me as he picked me to sit next to the person getting the award as their name is called. So I'm sitting next to a different person in a different scene at and this is like a flashback. So I'm in a different time and space, sitting directly next to a character, applauding them as they get a completely unrelated and different award. And I'm just thinking in my head, if anyone fucking notices, I'm going to seem like some sort of fucking strange time traveler just here to cheer people on in their most successful moments. And you know what? There's something about that that's downright beautiful. How you doing, Lotus? How you been, my guy? How's work treating you? Oh, and at the end of the day, I was there for like 8 hours and I made $100. So, not the easiest $100 I've ever made, but certainly not the hardest. I got another thing coming up on the 17th. We'll see how tricky that job is, but you know. It was kind of fun. It was interesting to do, and I shocked a couple of people by telling them it was my 100% first time doing any paid work. So that was, that was pretty cool. Exhausted, such is life, such be life, Lotus, that's true. Eric will be the G-Man from Half-Life. Only a little less ominous, I think. Very proud of you, whoever you are, whatever award you're getting. I'm always proud of you. Oh my god. But I did have something else fun happen today. This morning, I had an online audition. I'm not going to go into details about what this thing is. It's a little unrelated. Essentially, there's a week-long seasonal job I signed up for a little bit ago, and it looks like they're pulling me in, or we'll see if they end up pulling me in. So I might get a week of work for a thing. And all I'll say for now is it is doing monster talent, acting like a monster in a space, essentially. And so I got the email this morning about a job that's in a week, like, hey, we're going to be doing a online audition, so you will need you here at this time and set up with a camera and a space that you can act in and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, dang, okay. So I do everything I can. Luckily, I have my streaming space, which wasn't too hard to convert into something I could be physically visible on, which I regret telling you all. No, we're not doing a face reveal. None of you ask. So I convert my space up to the best that I can. You're doing Halloween at Legoland, you dance monster? Hell yeah, Lotus. How'd you know? I'll get you free tickets to Legoland. Make Milk jealous. But I sign in and I'm sitting down, I'm getting ready, and just in my mind, I'm feeling nervous. I'm feeling spooked. I'm feeling like, God, I am going to be alone in my room acting like a monster on camera for some fucking talent dude for this thing, right? And I'm getting like just a little nervous in my head. Not that I'm not used to being weird alone in my room for strange people's entertainment. It's just a little different when there's an actual camera on you, you know? So, I'm ready. I'm still feeling a little nervous or whatever. I click to sign into the audition space, which is like a fucking Teams meeting. And I click the button, and the screen loads up, and then slowly a tile fills, and then two tiles fill, and then 8, 10, 20 different tiles fill. And the moment I notice the number go over 10, all of my nervous energy immediately dissipated as I'm like, oh, 20 of us are auditioning at the same time. All right. This ain't going to be a moment of me being alone in my room pretending to be a monster while some dude watches. This is going to be 20 people making fools of themselves at the same time. That's chill as hell. So I went through that whole audition process, which was fun, especially the moment where right at the beginning, someone's mic was feedback looping the entire call. And the guy in charge goes, okay, we're getting some feedback from somebody. Most likely, I think it'll be someone who's outside. So if you're outside, could you go ahead and mute your mic for a second so we can see, what's going on? And I'm looking at the team screen. You know, any voice call thing highlights the person's sound is currently coming from. I see one person who's just fully highlit through the whole thing as this guy is going through all the people who are outside trying to get them to mute and unmute so you can see where it's coming from. And I'm just like, hey, I think it looks like the audio highlighting is coming from this person. And they look over and they have the dude mute and he mutes and then the feedback ends. And the goddamn person leading the fucking audition just does the parent thing. And I was not ready for the parent energy to come out. I wonder if any of y'all can guess what happened there. Do any of you think you can imagine what the guy leading the audition said to someone observing an obvious visual cue on the software they chose to use and accurately called it out? He said, looks like we got a tech wizard in the chat. Not quite, Lotus, not quite that level. We've got a tech wizard with us here. No. Oh, no, buddy. It literally outlines where the sound is. Why? So that happened. We'll see if I get an email back from that. Gold star to you. I'm gonna put the computer on the fridge. Oh my god. So yeah, that was my morning, was going through all that and suffering through. Someone with 100% dad energy leading an audition. Say you need a cyber wizard hat prop now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But, I don't know, the audition went well. Maybe I'll hear back and I'll have 1 week of work. So many funny stories from your acting career already. And it just started. Probably just because it's tons of goofy people in the space, right? Still got a bunch of stuff out to real big boy jobs. Got a few more I'm going to apply to. My dad sent me one in the area that seems to be kind of fun. As it's a job, I think at an airport, where your job is scaring birds. I have to reread it, but it was like avian deterrence, I think, was the title of the job. And my dad's like, I remember doing that as a kid. They give you a shotgun. They have you get rid of all the birds. I was like, all right, Dad, I'll take a look at the job. Okay. You seem to be really speaking for it, so I'll take a look. I have not taken as much of a look, but that's just because I had all this random stuff happening this week in particular. But we'll see what we can do. Just make yourself look like Matthew Lillard from Hackers. No, Lotus. Are you trying to get into acting or just extra cash? Extra cash. I'm in the area. and it requires almost no active effort from me. I just, in the morning, look through all the new postings on this website, apply to any that might apply, and apparently 3 weeks later get 2 hits. So that's how we're going. That's what's going with that right now. It's mostly just like a very convenient thing. Not really what I'm looking for is like a career or what have you. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's been real. That's been a very, very weird week. Ultimately, very weird week. Add on top of that everything the market's been doing lately, and my financials are very confusing at the moment. Okay, okay, but confusing. How has all y'all's weeks been? What have you guys all been up to? Please, I need some normalcy to distract me from the absolute bizarreness that has happened recently. Oh, wait, I've got pings from Reddit. People talking to me on Reddit? Oh my god. Wait, yeah, that happened during the countdown. So you guys know I do like I'm going live posts on a lot of things, and my latest series of thumbnails, since they're just for the Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, I've just been showing my number of achievements essentially and slowly adding in achievement tiles to fill in the background. Someone commented, and the first comment they made on my 227 out of 300 achievements was, "You're almost halfway there." And then 1 minute later, "Wait, no, wait." To which I responded, "Yeah, I almost fired back with the exact percentage, but I'll let you math this one out, buddy." And then they replied with, "You're almost 2/3 there." Hey, Alien Prober Forever on Reddit, I want you to know I love you. You're amazing. You've got this, homie. Please do your math homework. Please learn basic percentages. Listen, not a lot of math you're gonna end up learning in high school is actually gonna be applicable to everyday life. Basic percentages is. This is one of those few math things that no matter what job you get is gonna come up. So please learn to divide 227 by 300. You don't even gotta do it in your head, just put it on the machine. Bye, Lotus. Have fun at the gym. Let me know if you want to get up to anything, my guy. I feel like it's been 2 weeks since we've seen each other. Also, I blame you for getting me sick. Have fun. Hope you get some good experience. I do too, you know? You know, it'd be wild. It'd be wild. What do I do if I pop off in acting, right? Do I stop streaming? I could get in trouble, right? Nah, here's the goal now. The goal is to secretly become an extremely famous actor and remain a sub moderately known, not even famous streamer. I don't remember getting you sick. Remember when you, me, and Milk all went out to the bar a few weeks ago, and then I went radio silent the following week? Remember how you told me you were sick just a few days before that? You plague ship. Get those gains. Yeah, go get your gains, Lotus. Get out of here. Reminds me of a RuneScape joke. 92 is half of 99. Now, is that a RuneScape leveling joke? Because I played RuneScape a little as a kid, not enough to really get into any of the systems. Because I could see the experience points needed to get up to like level 92 in like an RPG game is like half the experience you need to get to level 99. Yes, called it. Fucking nailed it. No, as soon as you said that, I'm like, all right, how does that become a reasonable thing? And I'm like, the best I could come up with is the total experience needed because the scaling is whack. It looks like I was right. It looks like I was right. I'm real proud of myself. I'm real proud of myself. Oh, fuck. Nah, but I do think I nailed the audition. I think I nailed the Microsoft Teams audition this morning because there was a point where the guy's going down the list and he's like, all right, I just need to confirm everybody's height, whether you need glasses, and I'll need everybody's pronouns, right? And he goes name by name and he'll go like, hey, this person, are you this tall? And the person will wait and then they'll unmute and go, yeah, then they'll mute. All right, do you need glasses? The person unmute, yeah, mute. Okay, what are your pronouns? And they went through 10 people in a row asking all 3 questions one at a time. And I don't know, maybe I actually came off as impatient instead of professional or whatever. But finally, when they got to my name, like Eric, and I'm like, this tall, don't need glasses, these are my pronouns. And then I closed it and I'm like, thank you. And then I go on to the next person, and the next person did not learn from me. The next person did not. It went right back to one by one by one. It's like, I don't know. I don't understand people sometimes. I don't understand how people don't apply that human brain pattern recognition sometimes just to solve a problem. I feel like it'd be easy. I feel like it'd be easy sometimes to solve some of these little problems people run into. But oh wow. How are y'all doing? I don't think any of you told me about your weeks. Cook spaghetti in your streaming room. How would I cook spaghetti? I don't have a stove in my sour. I'm throwing shit at you. A bigger audience would have made it so much worse for me. Nah, dude, I'm very much the opposite. The more people there are, the less I care. Like, you get to a crowd of 1,000 people looking at you, there's no difference between that and being out on the street, in my opinion. But the moment you've got one, like, teacher or person with authority looking at you alone, then it's like, hi, how are you? I did a while ago. All right, Sour, I'm going to scroll all the way up. And, oh, here it is. I have an exam tomorrow, another one on Friday. You are always having exams, Sour. What classes are you taking that are giving you an exam like once a week, dude? Holy shit. Well, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I hope none of them end up being too difficult or too problematic, my guy. Coo-boy! I would say remember us when you're big famous movie stars, but you wouldn't remember me regardless. Hey, zombie. As long as you show up once a week, I'll remember you. If you take 2 to 3 weeks off, though, that's where my memory ends. Terribly sorry to break it to y'all. If you're gone for 2 to 3 weeks, that's where everything starts slipping out of the ears. Gotta enjoy some fish and chips yesterday. Oh shit, last weekend, Ultima. Weren't you going out with friends to do something? You're going to a party or something, right? Was it just out drinking? I'm now not remembering fully, but I remember you going out to do something. All of my classes have 4 exams a semester. Semester is about 6 months. Well, no, college is normal school, so a year is 9 months. So we'll say a semester's 5 months. Obviously, that doesn't technically add up. So 5 months, 4 exams a semester is 1 exam a month-ish. I guess then it comes down to how many classes you're taking a semester. Let's say, I can't help my vast schedule, bro. Yeah, no, I agree. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't keep coming at me like this. You're gonna make me really feel bad. I'm not gonna know what to do. I'll be sad. Jerk, zombie. You're a big jerk. Yeah, but I'm friends for a local AAPI event, and we hit up Denny's. Hey, absolutely get it, dude. 4 classes, so if that's each class is 4 exams semester. So we say 1 exam a month times 4 exams a month. Comes down to about 1 exam a week. You fucking nailed it, Sour. I took a math exam like 2 weeks ago, and I have another next week. It sucks. Exams do suck. Exams do suck, especially if you're taking college level math. I think I took one math class in college. Well, I took one college level math class in high school, and I took one math class in college. That second, what was that, like linear algebra? Whatever math you start learning, what is it, logs in? That was the last one I took, and it was when I was doing that. That was the first time I 100% went, yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any application for this in my life. I don't think I'm going to be using these for anything at all. I think we're good to call it here. I don't think I need any more math knowledge. And that was the last math class I ever took. God, maybe I should look this up. What is it? Math logs? It was like a square thing. No, maybe matrices then? Math matrix? Yeah. Yeah, it was when we started learning matrices. Let's hear what level of math introduces matrices. Matrices are typically introduced in Algebra 2 in high school, with more in-depth occurring in linear algebra in college. All right, yeah. So it was linear algebra in college is what fucking took me out. I'm doing log stuff right now, and that's just pre-calc. Yeah, no, it's matrices. Matrices fucking blew my mind. Barely passed that class, and that was that was the last level of math I ever took. I'm a mech engineer, and I just don't really get matrices. Yeah, I don't know. No, like, listen, I loved math as a kid growing up. Math made perfect sense to me. I was always a math head. That's why I took, like, Algebra 2 in high school or whatever. When I got to college, I did linear algebra, and linear algebra fucking did me in. And linear algebra was the goddamn wall. That was a good point to be like, we out. I have absorbed as much math as I needed. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, but that's what I've been up to. Ooh, that does mean, I want to apologize if this ends up happening. If I get this 1 week job I'm talking about, it sounds like they do mostly late night shit. So my schedule is probably going to be really off for a week here if I end up getting the job. I don't know if this will be something where I just have to reschedule things and do like earlier streams than usual, or if this will be a thing where, sorry y'all, we're just not going to be streaming for this week, but then we'll get back to it the next week. Either way we do it, I'll make sure I communicate that to all of y'all, but just as a heads up, depending on the job thing, the schedule might get just a little weird in about a week or so here. But yeah, I think that's all I have to yap about, and that wasn't even an hour. That wasn't even, You know? That really highlights how much I yap when you guys get me on an actual topic, instead of me telling you guys the fun stories of everything I did this week. Fun stories take like 40 minutes. Tangents take me like an hour. I'm so sad. Wait, what's going on with Queenie? I lost my $1 coin. No, Queenie. She lost her $1 coin and didn't even come to stream. Horrid. Unforgivable. All right, let's get everything launched up and ready to go. Oh, I was scared when I'm starting up the audition thing, just because y'all know that sometimes my mic acts weird. I'm like, today's going to be the day. Today's going to be the day something got fucky with the gain. I know it. And I'm going to speak in the fucking audition, blow everyone's ears out, and be asked to leave. Make sure you have fun with the job? No, I refuse, Blizzard. I'm going to hate this job, and there's nothing you can do about it. No. All right. right. So today, some of the achievements I want to do, I want to take another run at a few different achievements. There were a few that were like the class specific ones where it was like in this class get, yeah, here we go. As the weapon specialist in a single dive, fire 250,000 bullets. As the sharpshooter, get 250% crit chance. As the maintenance worker, have a 30-second lifetime on one weapon. And as classic scout, have 1,000 max HP. So I think we're going to do the machine gun one, the weapon specialist, because I want to take another shot at getting that with the two sidearms that we need to get all the way up to their unstable, which is the burst fire and the Zukov. Let's take ourselves up to difficulty 3 to give everything a little more health and make things slow down a little bit, more time to shoot our bullets, and we'll go and have fun with it. And we have to study in the hopes that I won't fail astronomy exam. Have fun, everybody. Oh, I'm sorry, Sour. Get through your exams, and hopefully we'll see you again very, very soon, Sour. Fighto. Did you see my words in memory of the coin? I saw that there were words, but I didn't read them. Nearly beloved and esteemed guests, we are gathered here today in memory of Queenie's $1 coin. The coin has played a massive role in Queenie's life, providing love and luck. Though the coin has been misplaced and used in a machine by complete accident and mistake, we always remember the life of our $1 coins. You will never be forgotten. Beautiful. It's a beautiful eulogy. Thank you, Zombie. Thank you for those kind words. The Chivo grind continues 100%. As someone on Reddit said, I'm almost halfway there, so we just gotta push through. Eventually, we'll be more than 2/3 of the way through. And then they'll see. Then they'll understand that I'm determined. And then they'll never add any more achievements to this game, and they'll let me keep my perfect score, and they'll stop fucking with me with all these bullet heaven games constantly adding new achievements. Honestly, I've had my Vampire Survivor one, I think, for a while now. I don't know if they have any more updates they're planning on. If anyone would, it would definitely be them. Zukov. Yeah.
You're cute, but you're dead. Dial it in.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. What is it? Halls of Torment really fucked with me. I don't think I've had perfect on that for a long time. And they're constantly adding in the most difficult new achievements to get. And they've been adding in ways to prevent people from farming achievements. For example, a while ago, they did a thing, what was it? Where, if you guys remember Halls of Torment, which is like the Diablo style-esque bullet heaven game, they did a thing where there used to be a map on it that had this wall of ghosts, making the map shorter and smaller, and they're like constantly marching forward, shrinking the map all the way down to the final moment. And they used to have like infinite health bars, right? So if you were ever going for an achievement that was like, oh, deal this much fire damage or apply this many debuffs or yada yada, which is like just do massive numbers, I loved going to that map. Because while you still had to build up the stats, you would just go over to the wall of ghosts and you would just be unloading into the immortal wall. Since you wouldn't kill them ever, you'd just be able to apply damage, debuff, stats, all things like that. It was after like a while ago, I don't remember which update it was, but they did an update where they literally removed the ability to earn achievements on that map, I think. And it was like, fucking why? Come on, my guys. It didn't even feel like cheating. I still had to get damage up. I still had to build for the debuff. It was just a place where I'd have a constant supply of enemies to be fucking attacking. It's a way of me dealing with your fucked spawn rates.
can't get enough of
But
this
no, they said no more, and that made a lot of achievements significantly harder to get.
soy monsters!
I still got through quite a lot of them, but there's a massive chunk I still need, and I haven't touched that game in forever.
One down!
They're getting ready to launch multiplayer. Ooh, might come with more. Is that
This will help me work harder.
for? Do I take this or do I roll for the burst? We gotta roll for the burst. Yep, perfect.
BRT for
A little sad I didn't get the lead boy, but we might be able to make some room here. What happened last time? Last time we beat the game too quickly and we weren't able to get both of them to their final overclock, so we'll do that. So Vampire Survivors adding multiplayer. That's pretty fucking cool. You know anything about like the multiplayer plan? Like, are they gonna like fully rebalance everything around it? Is it just gonna have its own game mode essentially?
can't believe how green I was when I started.
I don't know. I've seen how Milk plays Vampire Survivor. I'd be very scared to play with him. That boy loves things that take up as much particle space as possible. I think one of his favorite builds involves maxing out the fucking go-kart attack. If any of you knows the mining carts in that game, that just race across the screen and one character gets them. He likes to get that character, then the onion for a massive circle, and then the pentagram that explodes and kills everything and brings in extra EXP, and then also the big particle effect wave that once you upgrade it explodes out in a circle. And it's just constant on-screen effects that are taking up as much space as possible. And I couldn't imagine playing a multiplayer game where it's not all centered on my character, so I have to find my character in the mess of all of that on-screen stuff when all of it isn't centered around me. That would be such a hellscape to play in. Off the top of my head, I got no idea. Alright. I'm being re-fed a bunch of fucking game trailers from, what was it, Gamescom or whatever that was that happened earlier this year. I don't know what I did or what someone else did, but suddenly I'm being re-fed a lot of those trailers, and it's got me confuzzled.
This bugs. I want it.
Like the, what was it, the Valor Mortis game? I got the trailer for that again. And there was one other. I fully blanked it. Oh well.
Hell yeah.
Boop, boop.
Sorry, little bug. Your own fault.
You know what they never do on YouTube? They never reserve me goddamn memes from a decade ago. Sometimes I'll get some, like, video essay I watched 5 years ago. They'll reserve to me fresh on a silver platter for some reason. But they never give me meme videos I watched a while ago. I need YouTube. YouTube, if you're listening, the number one thing I want you to reserve me, what was it? Bop Bop Toot Toot. Fuck, that was good. That one got me. For those who don't know, there was like an anime that had this outro vid that was just like bop bop doot 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 ra ra a doo doo day, and they had like a 10-hour loop of it on YouTube. And it was one of those videos I took as a personal challenge to see how long I could stomach watching it. Me and some of my IRL friends have legitimately tried to see how long we could survive videos like that. One of the most wild times was on Discord when we all sat down to see how long we could take 10 hours of Lord Voldemort laughing. For those who don't know, there's a scene in the Harry Potter movie where Lord Voldemort announces that Harry Potter is dead. You know what? Hold on. No. Y'all, I'm not putting this on. I'm not putting through the effort to put this on screen, but you guys can hear this audio, okay? Where Lord Voldemort announces Harry Potter is dead and then laughs. Voldemort laughing. 10 hours. I think we survived for 2 hours before we finally fucking called it. Admittedly, I think all of us were doing other shit at the same time. So it wasn't like 100% of brain's focus. But there is a moment where some of these memes, if you watch them long enough, parts, details, something gets ingrained in your head. Alright, here we go. Come on, YouTube. I know it's a 10-hour video, but just load up the first 30 seconds for me, buddy. I imagine it'd quickly become background noise.
Harry Potter is dead!
Two hours we made it. 2 hours we survived this. And we noticed the most wild thing about it. Like Ultima says, there's a point where it becomes like a neutral background noise. The times where it becomes fucking frustratingly annoying. And there's times where it loops all the way back to being the funniest shit you've ever heard. And at no point did it ever settle. In those 2 hours, it was constantly shifting for all of us. It just came in waves of this being the most annoying thing we'd ever heard, and waves of this being the funniest thing we'd ever heard. Where it'd just be going, and we'd be like, oh my god, how much time has passed? We're at 30 minutes. Fucking hate this fucking sound. Then someone would start, like... and then we'd all be busting down laughing our fucking asses off. It was horrible. I think we gave ourselves dementia. But for me, like, that one and then the bop bop doot doot ones are ones I remember. And then I wish Lotus was here to tell you guys about this. But Lotus settled in when he was fighting the final boss of Elden Ring's DLC. He put on the 10-hour version of What Is Love? The one from SNL where they have the people bobbing their heads in the car. There's just a 10-hour version of What Is Love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. What is love? Cut in every hour or so by one of them saying the disc is dirty, them taking out, blowing it on it, putting it back in, and the song starting over. And it's just... I watched him on Discord fighting the final boss of Elden Ring, just with that music playing constantly in the background. And basically he used the 10-hour version of that song to mark how long it took him to beat the boss. And it was traumatizing. It was so fucking traumatizing to watch. Doofus! I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you here. How you doing? My head always bobs now when I hear that What Is Love? Hell yeah. How you doing, Doofus? What have you been up to and how's your week been? Yes, there is an exam if you return to stream as a chatter. I have many questions and I will force you to answer all of them. But how you doing, Doofus?
It's mine.
Let's hear that people song would be a funny one. Which song? Like, would I be able to find this if I just Google people song?
We got the Horda.
Ah, fuck you, claws.
This one's so mean.
No, we're gonna do fire rate. Yeah, right. We need 250,000 bullets. I'm a little upset. They're really not giving me, like, focused upgrades for the main weapons I want them on. Ouch. Alright, that hurt. Okay, we are actually pretty close on the Zukov now that I'm looking.
I'm growing strong.
But the burst fire rifle is pretty behind, I think. Oh, fuck. I thought I could angle that a little better. Alright, let's try to hunt down... I think I've only killed one of the hoarders. Yes, there's two in that corner, one that went over to that side. Hey. Let's do legendary armor. Hey, we got you. Add fire. You know what? Yeah, let's add a little fire. Let's get a little goofy with it.
No way! A legendary!
Where'd our last hoarder go? Hey, little guy, how you doing? Don't you run from me. Hey, we got it all. We'll go with Nitro so we can buy level ups for the main weapons in the store. Alright, the last time I did this, I was also doing the sidearm overclocks, right? I don't think I even got offered those this time. Oh well. Unstable, we'll do the 8 directions, and we'll do the 8 directions for both, since we're just looking for number of bullets, not effectiveness. I do think the spiral probably is slightly more effective, since they are actually doing, like, covering of the whole terrain. Not just, like, wherever the bullets go, you know? But I think 8 directions will give us the maximum number of rounds. Glad to be here in game, and hell yeah! It's your work, and they're like, cause Kid was auditioning for a musical? Doofus, you willing to share what musical? I understand if you don't want to overshare details, but I'm curious. And how old's the kid? My first ever audition for a musical was for Oliver Twist at my community theater. I was 9, and they told us the youngest you could be was 10, but my mom just lied. And the reason it was important for me to audition is because, and this is embarrassing, I sucked my thumb until I was fucking 9. And I did it a lot. I had a problem with it. I don't know if it was a soothing thing or what it was, you know? But I had a serious problem with sucking my thumb for a long time. And then my music teacher in elementary school noticed it. And she suggested for my mom trying to get me into a social situation where I'd be under, like,
Haha, thumbsucker.
constantly socializing with people who are observing me. And just sort of a thing where it's like, you know, just get him in a situation where there's more social pressure on him to try to help me sort of get over it. And so she auditioned me for musical. And she's like, all right, what's a social situation where people are looking at him? And guess what? It worked. I think before that play was over, I'd fully given up the habit. But basically, Light and I auditioned, and I got into Oliver as, you know, chorus member. You know, poor kid in the orphanage number 13, you know? Oh my god. Well, that was fun. 10-hour loop in Discord right now? Oh god. What are y'all doing? Please don't play 2-hour loops over my stream. Please don't do that to yourselves. Hi, Hyperbeam Frog. How you doing? You've been playing a little bit of, the Risk of Rain, right? You've been enjoying it. I know you're getting those double up achievements, but have you been enjoying the actual gameplay? Does it turn out to be your style of game? I need to do that again. Because of what's been going on this week, I've not had the time to really try to schedule or plan anything outside of just continuing my achievement hunting. But it doesn't take a lot for me to set up a Risk of Rain day. I should do a Risk of Rain day. Yes, very much so. Hell yeah. Oh, this year is all about murder. The first play was Murder in the Air. The play in the air. Murder in the air. Like, I get they're playing on, you know, there's love in the air, but then it's about an air, so it's H-E-I-R. But I don't like the implication of murder in the air. This plays a musical and it's called Gentleman's Guide to Murder. I'm getting my daughter to open up more socially and make friends, so I think theater is a way to go for her. Hell yeah. Nah, I do agree. Like, listen. As a kid who is still question mark autistic, I very much enjoyed the theater. It was a great place to fucking learn socializing stuff, especially because you do get to socialize people in a few different age groups at the same time. And I think that's honestly pretty good. I think the fact that like so many people are fully socialized in only one age group growing up, I think that causes a few problems. And so getting into something like community theater, I think is really solid in that it gets you just a little bit broader of exposure. You're still normally, if you're going to be in a play, going to be around some other people your age. Like if you're in Oliver Twist like I was, there's obviously going to be a bunch of other kids about that age there. But there'll also be some adults and other people to be socializing with. I think that does some good for people. I think that does some good for kids. Oh, I want to try it. W more than one person. By the way, Eric, next time there is a Risk of Rain stream, I'll try to join. Hell yeah. I'm looking very much forward to it. Let's breathe life into that game. Well, hell yeah. Number one thing is always making sure they have fun, though. If you're ever getting your kids involved in something, like as a millennial, there's always the fear that the parents are like getting the kids into the extracurriculars exclusively to fill out the resume, and then it turns into not caring if the kid's actually enjoying something or not, and that can be a problem. Though I find in theater, because you have the acting, you have the crew stuff, you have lighting and sound design stuff, you have people who take it very, very seriously and try to get lead roles, people who just enjoy being character actors or background actors who can put in a lot less, like, intentional effort into it. I feel like theater is normally a wide enough space that it's, like, hard to get people, like, overstressed or forced into one particular vein of it, you know? It's wide enough that if you're not enjoying one element of it, there's normally another element you can get into, or a different level of commitment or energy you can put into it to get to enjoying it, you know? But I was a 100% theater kid, so I am aggressively biased. Take everything I say with the most biased grain of salt you can find.
Next up is the final stage.
Mm-hmm. Nah, dude, if your kid's ever really struggling with social stuff, like you're starting to get like the, ooh, they might got a touch of the tism stuff. If you notice they develop hyperfixations, like a new hyperfixation every year, my personal recommendation is putting them onto psychology for a year. Because, listen, learning psychological situations from a book, you know, learning them by rote, isn't the best way to learn social skills. But it can be a good fallback. If any of you are fans of Peacemaker, the TV show, recently I found a video. There's a woman on YouTube who does basically, I think she's a professional psychologist or shrink or something. And she does videos where she breaks down people's psychological behaviors, essentially, in movies, TV show, media, yada, yada, yada. And she recently did one on a character from Peacemaker called Vigilante. And he's a character like everyone calls a sociopath, and he talks about, you know, enjoying murder and not really feeling guilt and all this stuff. So he like feels very sociopathic. But she took the stance that she actually doesn't think he shows traditional sociopathic behaviors, because he shows deep caring and a willing to like sacrifice and put himself like at risk for no reward for his friends, essentially. And the number one behavior he does display is by rote socialization, where essentially he'll learn rules. Like if he notices a friend is upset, he'll say out loud, gentle and caring touching, as he softly pats them on the back. It's like the by rote socialization that's normally a sign of like very severe autism. And it was like, so I feel very weird to say this about a character who is a murderer in this TV show, but I think he shows significantly more autistic behaviors than sociopathic behaviors. And I think in his mind, what he's actually doing is following the rules that have been laid out by the superhero world, more so than being a sociopath who doesn't feel guilt. He just feels like these are the rules society has taught him, and so he's following them. And so that's a thing. That's definitely a thing where sometimes it can be helpful to learn what the rote is, like to read an actual book on These are what facial expressions mean, because as ridiculous as it sounds and how there's better ways to learn socializing, depending on someone's degree of disability or anything else that's going on, it can still be helpful to have the rote socialization to fall back on. And again, always better to just naturally develop socialization skills, but sometimes that could be very, very tricky. Is this the second achievement hunting stream in a row where we've discussed fucking autism? Y'all, I blame all of you for this. This is clearly not my fault. This is clearly all y'all's fault. And I choose to blame all of you. Wait, I'm on the final stage, and I'm not even level fucking 18 on the... God damn it.
What a shot!
God, I need to get... Okay, 10% more XP. Fuck, yeah, we're just gonna have to reroll, trying to find, like, paint jobs for the burst rifle? Lord, this is gonna be tricky. I don't know if we're gonna get all the bullets we need. I'm pretty sure I can't use the biome, like the 10-stage levels for this, but if this fails again, we might have to go for the biome mastery, just go 10 stages. This is mine. I have a house full of autism, both daughters and my wife. Hey! Yep. So that's just what I'd say. Sometimes helping them, you know, learn it by rote, if nothing else is working, can be a little helpful. I found it helpful, personally. And theater is generally, in my opinion, a very... It's a bit of a high stress. It's a bit of, you know, throwing the kid in at the deep end, essentially. But I don't think it's cruel at all, generally. Especially because kids aren't really expected by default to do a lot of the trickier parts of theater stuff. Such as mass memorization or authentic emoting. Oh my god, 16. Oh boy. They getting close. They getting close to me. My bad. Wait, what's your bad? Oh, but I will warn you, you're putting daughters into theater. I need you to be aware. I need you to be aware of the #1 truth. All theater kids are horny. Listen, you learn some interesting socializing skills that can help you in a lot of ways in the future, but you're running the risk of the horny. So just giving you that heads up. The monkey's paw girls. Your autistic daughter learns socialization skills. Horny. Oh, no. I think the truth is just like, you know, fucking most theater programs, when people are talking about them, are talking about high school, and everyone's horny in high school. Just the theater kids are allowed to be alone more often than other fucking extracurriculars are. Not every extracurricular puts you in a room with a bunch of costumes and furniture to do with whatever you want. Oh my god, I'm literally one level short. Fuck me. I work at a high school, I know all too well. Alright, so if you work at a high school, you've had more exposure to a broader spectrum. Is it all high school students are horny and there's just more opportunity for the theater kids? Or are theater kids uniquely horny? Because I don't have a good context for this. I can just tell you what the theater kids were like, but I don't know if all the other kids were the same level, you know? Damn, no achievement. Alright, we'll give a biome run a try. We'll give a biome run a try, I guess. We'll do weapon specialist. We'll do this again. And this time, I won't force it, obviously. We'll put this as, like, the secondary. But we'll try to do sidearm, right? No, the burst rifle can't do sidearm, right? Or it can. I think it can. So we'll see if we can get the full setup for the 3 achievements here. We won't force it. We'll just try to force the Zukov burst rifle, full overclocks, and the, 250,000 bullets. But we'll see if we can add in, secondary goal, 3 sidearms.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud about I wanted.
Oh, it's most of them. Your view is distorted. It's all... Well, I figured everybody was. It just seemed like... It certainly seemed like the theater kids got in trouble more often for it. In my theater department, we were not allowed to have the couch, like a couch backstage, every other year. Like, no matter what play we were doing and what furniture we needed for it, it would be just a flip of the coin whether we were allowed by the school to have a couch backstage that year. It was entirely dependent on what happened last year. Hey! Oh my god, took all of my rerolls, but we did get it. Alright, so we're definitely gonna need more gold. Need to set up for another reroll series just in case they don't give me the Zukov. Damn, your class was wild. Hey, like I said, that was the theater department. And the theater department's made up from kids from every class. In fact, I socialized more with people who were 2 years older than me than people of my own age when I was in drama.
Nice shot. It's a little extra special.
It was because most of the people from my year didn't do drama.
This works. Overclock, rock, and go.
Butt gun, and there was one other side for... Wait, for 8 direction, isn't that just the burst rifle and the Zukov? Which are the 2 we're trying to get for the unstable overclock? Ouch. Alright, that was on me.
I already feel stronger. Feels like a brand new gun now.
Where's your butt gun? Ooh, the butt gun. Okay, okay. Well, we'll consider that one.
My nails to match it. You want some more? It'll do.
It's one other. Yeah, no. Okay, I see what you're saying. Hey, we got our first sidearm.
It's time to kill.
Oh, I don't have rerolls. Well, fuck. Can the heavy revolver sidearm? If anyone's got the list up, can the heavy revolver sidearm? Little butt gun laughed or remembered it and was like, well, yeah, oh, butt gun. No? Alright. Well, we can't. You don't shoot bullets. You're not helpful. Maybe the rockets count as projectile? Well, no, it doesn't say projectile, right? Well, we'll do this, and we're just gonna hope we get the Zuka.
Never felt better.
The electric SMG are the 2 options for sidearms. All right. We also are level 1. We are stage 1. You know what? I'm gonna just do 1 retry. We're stage 1. We're not actually being set back very far. So we'll run it 1 more time, you know? Just try to get a little bit of luck on this. Like, as long as we're only setting back 1 stage, I think that's fine. Eric, when will be the next ROR2 stream? I mean, I don't know 100%. I might look at doing one this weekend. But with what I got coming up on the 17th and the 22nd are 2 days that are going to be a little weird for me. I think the 17th is Saturday? Today's Wednesday is 15. Thursday is... Friday is the 17th, actually. So Friday might be a little weird. Saturday should be pretty consistent. So maybe Saturday would be the next RR2 day. But I'm really not sure what Friday will be, essentially. It might end up being Friday, or I might have to fully... reschedule Friday stuff. That I'm just... this upcoming weeks are going to have just a little bit of weirdness going on with some scheduling stuff. Everybody loved the butt gun. The butt gun puts out weird amounts of damage, honestly. I think all of like the like single directional weapons kind of have surprising amounts of damage coming out of them.
What a shot! You don't see these every day.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
Yes, please. Gotta have it.
Is it bad that my favorite upgrade is the double bullet? That is not bad. That's fucking... It's a little funny because it is the fucking... Haha, I had a pistol, but it wasn't badass enough, so I taped a second pistol to it. And now I got a double pistol. But it does do really good focus damage. Like, I cannot deny the amount of damage you can get out of that fucking thing.
Much better. Lock it in. Hello and good boy.
God, I need to find gold. I don't have 15 gold, and I need 15 gold to do a reroll. You, loot bug, give me your gold.
Loot bug.
You, loot bug, give me your gold. I'm nowhere near 15.
That will teach you. Yeah, give me some sugar.
Are there no gold deposits fucking anywhere?
Now we're cooking with gas.
Do the biome runs not get gold deposits or some shit? What the fuck?
Shoot to kill. Loot bug pop.
We've got nitrous. It's gotta mean we've had gold, right? Did I just clean out all the gold already? Oh god. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Took out a loot bug.
I'd have to do a lot of rerolls to score the Zukov, so maybe.
Ooh. Much better.
Wah. Ah, he's a coming. Oh lord.
See you later.
Oh, one other funny thing that happened during my background job the other day is I was chatting with someone. They asked me if I knew anybody who was like famous in the industry, you know, and I had to have this very awkward not exactly moment. I'm like, oh, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I've got a friend who's like a streamer and is pretty famous, you know. They're like, oh really? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, who are they? Would I have heard of them? And I had to pause for a second. I'm just like, are you at all familiar with like VTubing? And they just went, I don't know if I really am. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, it's the thing where, you know, it's not them on screen, it's like a different character, and then it tracks their face. I'm like, oh, that must be very nice to like not have to like, you know, fully put yourself out there for it. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I just have a friend who's kind of big in that space, I guess. And I'm like, oh, okay. It was so clear that they had fully checked out at that point, and I'm like, yeah. If you have no clue what I'm talking about sounds fucking ridiculous.
All having the best time in my life.
Just that fucking meme at the party. They don't know exactly how famous my friend is.
You shouldn't need precious minerals. It will get you killed.
I think it must have been a threat or something. Someone who's
What
just
are you
kind
on
of there
about,
for the
thumbsucker?
fun of it. What? What are you talking about, Hyper-V? Oh, I was at a fucking acting job this week where I was just doing background acting stuff, you know? I was chatting with someone, and they were asking me if I knew anyone who was famous, and I couldn't really get into it because it was very clear they didn't know much about the fucking VTubing space.
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
That's what I needed.
No, homie, you think you could fuck with me by calling me a thumb sucker? You ain't know nothing about me.
Should've worn a hard hat. Stupid. Ooh.
Ain't knowing nothing about me.
I'm gonna go with this. I'll take this one. This will help me work harder.
It seems soft enough to have a good mouthfeel. Wait, what was that in reference to? Wait, no, hold on. Gold is like drinking bleach? I'm a rock eater. Oh. I don't know if gold is soft enough to have a good mouthfeel. I know it's soft enough you can bend it with your teeth, but I don't know if that's soft enough for a good mouthfeel. Because, like, what do people kind of like to chew on? Is like plastic or rubber, but that's significantly softer. And it gets softer as you chew on it, right? So, like, I don't know. Because, like, does even, like fresh plastic even have a good mouthfeel? I feel like the mouthfeel for plastic only comes after it's been worked over a little bit. When you really chew that bitch up, you know? Yay! Alright, so I need either the butt gun or the electric SMG.
Oh, this one almost makes it too easy. Ugly son of a bitch.
Objective completed.
If neither of those are offered, we could also go for the lead belcher grenade and just do bullets, you know? Or we are immediately offered the electric SMG. Never mind, alright, we're good. I mean, we might not be offered all sidearms. We know that happened before. But we might make it. In fact, ooh, I don't think I was offered... I wasn't offered sidearm. Right, I was offered fire damage or just increased reload speed. So far we're missing... We've missed one level up option, but we could still see it the second time. We'll see what happens. I chew on indium? I am not particularly familiar. I can't say I've ever knowingly chewed on indium myself. What's got indium in it? Yeah. Really? The element indium, it's a metal? Thanks, Hyper Beam Frog. Did I say, what is indium? Did I say, I don't know what indium is? No, I said, I don't know if I've ever knowingly chewed on indium before. Hi, son, how you doing? I just chew on indium by itself. Alright, what's got indium in it? I'm sorry, I don't know what metal most of the things I interact with are made of.
Let's clear them out. Zoid creep.
Get it wrapped up, Miner. The longer you
Like, are you just buying a thing that is labeled indium? Are there just little metal bars you can buy at the store that are indium for chewing on? I chew raw indium. You've made it clear, Hyper Beam.
If it looks good, it shoots better. Everyone knows that.
Don't worry, everyone knows you chew on indium, and none of my questions have been answered. You've clarified the only thing I haven't asked. I asked, where do you get indium? What is indium in? What are the types of things? And you're like, where do you buy it? And you're like, no, I chew on raw indium. That answered nothing. Nothing I proposed as a question has been answered. The only information we've gotten is the same information repeated.
keeps rising. You have to move.
I was doing better. I buy it off of eBay. So you just, from birth, went on eBay and were like, indium. That's the material I want to chew on.
Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
I can use this.
This is like, oh man, my dog died the other day. Oh no, what kind of dog was it? What did it die of? My dog died the other day. Yeah, I understand. I'm real sorry about that. I was asking what kind of dog it was, what his name is, and how'd he die. No, you don't understand. The other day, my dog died.
Gonna roll the dice on this one. Now it's my favorite color.
Homie ain't listening to the questions.
Mining mission. Get it done, miner.
Oh, really? You're not hearing me because of the ads? If you're not hearing me because of the ads, why did you repeat that you chew on raw indium 3 times, Hyperbeam Frog? What was that repetition in response to? Were you just watching ads, typing the same message over and over and over again? Like, they're gonna love the fact that I've said I chew on raw indium 3 times in a row. Or were you in fact hearing me and not responding to my question, but just to the fact that I had questions? Because I feel like one of these options is more likely than the other. Hyperbeam, are you lying to me?
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
This is your opportunity to come clean, Hyperbeam Frog. You're back. That's very interesting because my Twitch doesn't have any notifications about recent ads, Hyperbeam. Alright, you go ahead and live your lie over there, Frog Boy.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time. The surface is too packed for the supply pod to land. Please clear it.
Okay, okay. So why did you repeat that you chew on indium 3 times in a row without being asked, Hyperbeam Frog? And when are you going to answer any of the questions I did ask?
Just what the doctor ordered.
Because listen, one thing has been very clearly established, Hyperbeam Frog, and that's you chew on raw indium. None of us are questioning whether or not you chew on raw indium. But some questions still remain, like, what is indium used in? Why indium in particular did you chew on? When did you start chewing on indium? How did you discover indium was good to chew on? Did you just one day go on fucking Amazon or eBay or whatever and say, indium, that sounds like a metal I want to chew on? Okay, floor 5 of 5, Classic Scout Mastery Hazard 4. Let's do this. Hey, Doofus, fucking get it, my guy. Where are you on your particular achievement hunt story? Know what your percentile is? And indium is in beef? Is that what inspired you to chew on it? Then why aren't you chewing on iron? What? I feel like it'd be a lot easier to get iron, and iron's in beef. This explains nothing about your choice of indium. Because I thought you were saying you didn't know what it was, and my brain was glitching. No. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Hyperbeam. You did not think I was asking you what indium was. You mentioned indium by its elemental name in the same way that someone who would say salt is fucking, what, sodium chloride, trying to bait people into asking you what it was. I know indium's a material, which is why I initially asked, oh really? Indium? That's weird. I can't say I've ever knowingly chewed on indium. What is it in? To which you responded, indium's a metal. Answering the question you had tried to prompt but didn't get the response to. You didn't misunderstand my question. You tried to bait a question and pretended I asked it. Which is fair enough.
Get moving. It won't hang.
We're at 2 sidearms. Fuck yeah. Which is absolutely fair enough. But you still have failed to explain anything about how you got onto indium. The number one curiosity with this is, how did you get onto indium?
Need it.
Normally, if someone asks you, oh, what's that in? You would explain, oh, you know, it was in this thing I had. I started chewing on. It was pretty nice. I'm like, oh, what's this? Oh, it's indium. So I chew on indium now. No, you just told me it's in beef. Well, beef has some in it.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your
Were you eating beef and tasted the indium and decided you want to chew on indium now? Or is being in beef relevant?
I saw Vsauce explain that indium is such a soft metal. So much so that
Okay.
you can chew on it easily, and that is what made me want to try it.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, buddy. Kinda wish that had been the first response. But I appreciate we got there. We got there. Okay. Was Vsauce going over a bunch of different metals, or just was it a video dedicated to indium? Like, was it on a regular... Like, do you know a lot of different soft metals now? Ooh, and most importantly, most relevantly to what we were talking about before, is it softer than gold? Because I hold the opinion gold is not quite soft enough to have a good mouthfeel. I know it's soft enough to be bent by our teeth, but I still think gold is a little too hard to have a good mouthfeel. Is indium softer than gold? Oh, it's just a YouTube short? Classic. Gotcha. Oh wait, so you started this after shorts was a thing. So this is a relatively recent new chewing deal. Interesting. Let's go.
This one makes me want to be a better dwarf.
swarm detected. Get
We've
ready.
got 2 of our sidearms. The only thing we don't have sidearm on is the Zuka. Oh, then we fucked. Yeah. Then I don't think I was ever offered the sidearm for it. Shit. Well, we're not getting sidearm. That's acceptable,
Indium
though.
is easy to chew on as a slightly expired gum.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
A slightly expired gun. Oh, alright. I don't know, that softness, I'd be a little concerned that it's breaking apart as you're chewing it. Obviously, it's not like liquid, like, Why am I only remembering Quicksilver? It's not the real name of it.
We got supplies ready for you.
Someone help me, what's the liquid metal? What's the metal that's liquid at room temperature? Please. Please send help. Send help with a dictionary. Help. This is like a conversation I have with my mom. Please tell me you don't talk to your mom like that. Or wait, or is your mom the type to try to bait responses?
I rarely pick one of these.
Who is your mom in those conversations? Wait. Is your mom the one trying to bait a specific response, or is your mom the one calling out you trying to bait a... Why are you trying to bait a response out of your mom? Gallium is close, but mercury. Thank you. Mercury. 100%. So, like, I know it's not liquid like mercury, so I wouldn't be as concerned with it, like, being digested, you know? But any metal that's a certain level of softness, I will be a little concerned that it's breaking apart a little bit while I'm chewing it, and I am digesting portions of it. But maybe it's relatively inert. I don't know enough about indium to know if it's inert. Isn't the problem with, like, mercury essentially that it's not inert? So it like, reacts to shit inside you and kills you? Because what's the funny one? Because, like, silver, right? Because there are people who, like, drink silver solutions and then turn blue, but they're technically okay, right?
Gotta have it. Oh, yeah.
And they're technically okay because, like, silver is functionally inert. So, like, even though it's, like, diffusing into their skin and turning them blue, it's not going to cause, like, actual functional issues.
Took out a loot box.
I say people like I know more than one instance of someone drinking silver solutions and turning blue. I know one, and I think we all know who I'm thinking of. Cesium? Oh wait, is cesium liquid, or wait, cesium 2, like 2 what? Is also what? Soft enough to chew on, inert. Liquid. What do you mean 2? Beryllium is a personal favorite of mine. Oh, you kidding me? I love popping a raw hunk of sodium in my mouth.
The threat level just went up.
The forbidden pop rock. Oh, fuck. That's actually kind of good. That's actually kind of good. Sodium being forbidden pop rocks. You get one good pop once, then that's it.
My scanner is overloading, Miner. Get a move on.
God damn. I gotta focus fire a little better, I think. Problem, it's a flyboy, and he's flying, like, behind slightly the rest of the crowd. And also I took a bunch of sidearm upgrades, but not all the sidearm upgrades.
You need to move it. Bugs are evolving. Drop pod has arrived.
We're doing okay, and I got a bit of cold damage coming out, so I can freeze up enemies, so maybe we could just sprint through a majority of the crowd. Really? Fucking hell. They really put the pack only in between me and the drop pod. Alright, but I think we got some gold, so we can at least buy a heal and move on.
Complete. Onwards to stage 5.
Let's hear, wasn't cesium what they found on those radioactive shrimp? Yeah, I don't think you should chew on cesium. Can we agree on that? Can we all agree nobody here should chew on cesium?
Buying brand new bones. This one almost makes it too easy. Next. This one's so me.
I think it's for the best no one in chat chews on cesium or beryllium.
Find and destroy the cocoons.
I might have beryllium mixed up in my head, but I also think beryllium might have a similarly fun time to sodium, right? God, we have to look at a periodic table. 1 second, I can't remember these off the top of my head, but if I look at the, let's see here, elemental table. Oh, I'm seeing the pattern here. Rubidium, cesium, sodium.
By the way,
Alright,
actually,
alright.
But don't
least-
swallow IT.
At least none of you are bringing up francium as now. Yeah, y'all are just going down that reactive side, aren't you? Alright, I'm caught up. I had to look at the fucking periodic table to catch on to the joke, but I caught it. Chew on indium, but I don't swallow... Homie? Just like people who played with lead-painted dolls, they probably also didn't think they were swallowing lead. If you're chewing on it, Hyper Beam Frog, you're swallowing it. I hate to break it to you. If you are chewing on it, you are swallowing it, whether you realize or not. I don't think I'm doing very good at the damage. Like, we're obviously cranking out bullets pretty fucking well. Our damage seems to be very subpar. Admittedly, we took a lot of sidearm upgrades, but not enough sidearm upgrades. Still, we're gonna have to make up for it. So we can do projectile damage, but we've got 1 electrical weapon and now 1 cold weapon, so we can't do kinetic upgrades. Won't hit everything. They'll still hit half of my weapons, but Hey, I think we're double... Hey, yeah, we're double overclocked on those. We have the unstable. Fuck yeah. But I didn't get an achievement. 1 sec. I'm a little concerned. Complete a dive. Alright. So it might be it's not until the dive ends. Because there are some achievements that require you to complete the dive, some that don't.
Think you could kill me? Well, think again. this rare stuff.
Goddamn projectiles. I want to play my new artifact where I stand still and my attack rate and reload rate go up. Fucking hell, that's a lot of range shots. It just suddenly rained in all of them.
If it looks good, it shoots better. Everyone knows that.
Oh, there's also, I think, an achievement for finishing a run with 2 weapons that have the favorite upgrade. How so? I rinse my mouth out and spit, and I don't put the whole thing in my mouth. If you are chewing on something, amounts of it are breaking off as microfragments, and they are mixing into your saliva. Like, homie, I really don't know any other way to make this out to you. If you chew on a pencil, even if you rinse your mouth out, spit, and all of that, you have swallowed some amount of pencil. If you're chewing on plastic, you've swallowed some amount of plastic. If there's anything you've been chewing on, particularly if it's soft enough that you've been able to bend or fragment it in your mouth, you have swallowed amounts of it. Eric, if you ever open a P.O. box, first thing I'm sending you is shrimp. I'd prefer if people moved fish, actually. Like, if there's something you have to move to me, I hope it's fish. Or I guess I will accept one single prawn.
Objective completed.
Homie, if you're planning on sending me a live shrimp, I'm gonna let you know. It might be live when you send it, but depending on how long the shipping takes, ain't no promises on its condition on arrival. Hell, I went through a hassle to mail a snake live once, and that was a fucking pain. What about a whip spider? How do you hear the exception being fish?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna mail you a shrimp. I'd really rather you didn't mail me a shrimp, but you can send me one fish. Is a spider a fish? No. No, spiders is 500 ladybugs. No, 5,000 ladybugs a fish? No, V. 5,000 ladybugs is not a fish. I'm sorry. Do any of you, does anyone else in chat have questions about what is or isn't a fish? Please send your questions to fillingmachine or rinsingmachine.com. In a box shaped like a fish. How shaped like a fish? V, could you find me a picture of this fish-shaped box?
All animals are now legally fish.
Well, what was it? What was a famous biologist? There was this famous biologist that spent like 10 years studying fish, like in submarines and shit. And the main thing he took away after that time is that there is no such thing as a fish. That a fish is a categorization that has literally no meaning. So it would be more accurate to say there is no such thing as fish than to say that everything is a fish, but yeah. So the difference between saying everything is a chair and nothing is a chair.
Can't hang around forever, Miner. These bugs aren't your friends.
One is more accurate than the other, but both statements are equally unhelpful in IKEA. To quote Big Bang Theory, it's a little wrong to say that a tomato is a fruit. It's very wrong to say that it is a suspension bridge. Or was it to say that it's a vegetable? I don't know. It's been fucking decades since I'd seen that show. Yeah, we'll get the quote right. It's a little wrong to say that a tomato is a vegetable. It's very wrong to say that it's a suspension bridge.
Time's running out, Miner. The bugs are getting worse.
Power of my kin courses through me.
Favorite, let's go with our 2 sidearms. That does mean I think our machine gun is going absolutely insane. But I think that also means we've got like nothing else dealing damage.
Move.
Oh, this might be bad. This might be bad. This might be very, very bad. Oh, this is definitely very, very bad. Oh, fuck me.
The bugs are evolving.
This infinite badness only grows. This upgrade route is shit. I have no way to deal with a main character boss.
Can't hang around forever, Miner. These bugs aren't your friends.
Oh, fuck.
This is the end of me.
Everyone send Eric spiders? Who's Eric, Hyperbeam? Who is that? Why are you sending this strange random person spiders, Hyperbeam Frog? I don't know what they did to deserve your spiders,
Watch
but
out,
that's
Eric.
very mean.
I'm going to send you a nematode.
Hey, whoever this Eric guy in chat is, you gotta respond. Hyperbeam saying he's gonna send you a nematode. You don't want a nematode, you better respond to him. So there were 2 artifact rerolls. Ooh. Leveling up. I won't mess around with that for now. Damn, really fucked that up. Okay, yeah, that's not working super well. Maybe we'll take a look at a different run then. What can I do? What were some of the other ones? Let's see. There were a couple other class ones I could do. There was the maintenance worker, just getting uptime of 30 seconds, right? Okay, you know what? Let's take another run at Boom Headshot. Boom Headshot was a very goofy one, so I think we can have some fun with it.
So shiny.
So it's going to Scout, Sharpshooter. We need to just do pure crit builds, so anything that'll help us with crit chance, right? Okay. Oop. What are you currently running? This is critical damage, and there's nothing else that would give us crit chance from this, right? Yeah, I don't think so. And then here, mining speed, crit damage. Ooh, wait, there was something about nitro with this guy, right? Like, what are you running? Damage for every meta resource. No, but we could start getting a lot of the nitro, right? And then we use the nitra to try to get some crit. That could work. So what do you... Weapon range, status effect, armor, weapon range. Explosion radius, movement speed, luck, potency. Armor, explosion radius, status, movement speed. Potency, explosion radius, luck. Weapon range. Looks like nothing to do with crit. Alright. Armor, loot. Critical chance when upgrading crit damage. Alright, we got the best one. And you are fire rate for meta resources. Yeah, that seems to be the best we can do. Alright.
Looking sharp. Shooting.
We're gonna get into this. We want to mine a bunch of nitra and high roll the artifact.
Sending you in.
I low-key hate typos. Aw, I'm sorry, Hyperbeam. Going to send you a nematode as well. Can you get nematodes? You could probably get nematodes. I've never tried to buy a nematode. What do you need to take care of a nematode? Obviously water. What do you need besides water, right? You need more than just water. You can't take care of a nematode just with a glass of water, can you? Eric, I'm sending you an Eric. Please do not send people through the mail, Ultima. I would greatly appreciate that. I will get in a lot of trouble if y'all start sending me human beings in the mail. Not as much trouble as you would get in, but still, trouble I don't want to be in. Hey, don't you encourage that hyperbeam.
Blocked. Get the landing zone cleared.
Nematodes eat tardigrades? Snails eat tardigrades. Tardigrades eat tardigrades. Ain't nothing out here that don't eat tardigrades.
LZ ready. Resupply inbound.
I've probably eaten tardigrades. You think you could scare me with nematodes? As long as it's not a straw, I fear nothing, Hyperbeam.
Bingo!
There's only one thing I fear, and it's in the shape of the word bitch. It is nice having lore. You know what? I'll acknowledge that. It's nice having lore. I can see why a lot of people try to plan out their lore ahead of time.
Gonna paint my nails to match it.
But I do think I prefer... What's the term I'm wanting to use here? Natural lore? Organic lore? You know, farm-to-table lore, right? Homegrown lore. Real in-house vertically integrated lore.
Well done, you got them all.
Alright, no, honest question. Do you all prefer homegrown lore, or do you like planned out lore? Because obviously, I think planned out lore gets to be a lot more interesting. It's obviously proactive plan. There tends to be, you know, a bunch of details you can have a lot of fun with and do things around. Whereas homegrown lore is obviously inherently reactive. So it exists in very narrow pockets of things and can only react, but it has an actual, like, real-life story behind how it happened. Like, Junie has a ton of premeditated lore, and a little bit of homegrown lore. I'm 100% homegrown lore.
Completed. Drop pod has arrived.
To me.
Get there now. It will leave without you.
It's a little extra special.
Ain't anything planned out over here.
Gas.
The most planned out shit I have are my thumbnails, and this week they've been just a reprint of the same one over and over again.
Hatches shut. Taking you to stage 2.
Then I guess really, is there anyone that's actually like fully captured you with their lore?
Gonna roll the dice on this one.
Because I'm actually curious, because I don't know if there's anyone that I really was pulled in by their lore more so than just like their artwork, their style, their personality. But it does seem like a lot of people, as time has gone on, have gotten more and more into their lore, you know?
Used to this smell.
But I've never been super into it, I guess.
Took out a loot bug.
Because who, like Alex, right, has gone through a couple of lore updates, essentially. And Junie's lore, while pre-planned, is very much just the model she's making determines what the lore will be, you know?
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Pop the loot bug. Let's get them in.
Because didn't, like, all of the SCP-style lore come out of when she was making her first, like, big monster model?
Grab the LZ, please.
And then she had all of the, like, war and city and cult lore come out of the first, like, more militaristic model she made after that.
Can't pass up a plasma carbide. I want it.
In a way, her lore is very reactive, but it's just basically, like, I feel like making this fun model thing. I'll explain it somehow.
Pod inbound.
You gotta love that. You fucking gotta.
Doesn't hit harder, but looks fancy. This is gonna change everything.
Where are we on crit? We are up to 77%. Not a ton. Stage 2, 77 out of 250. Yeah, we're not even halfway there. Do be feeling a little nervous. I was saying I thought we had like one like epic crit chance upgrade or something, but that does do like less than 10% of what we need now that I'm thinking on it. Because what is it? The epic is like 12%? I mean, you get to 250?
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
This works.
Every time we take crit damage, it's +2, I think, which is a little bit. But that means we need to upgrade crit damage 200 times. So it's not the best. It's really not the best. I have 0 achievements so far? Hold on. I think I am. Holy shit.
Survivor.
We're at 2 hours? First hour was yep, 1 hour in, I'm at 0 achievements? Ugh, maybe I shouldn't have gone back to the achievements I failed to get the first time through.
Let's get the minerals.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Things are getting rough. I knew it. I titled this one today, right? Yeah, I'm running out of easy achievements. There might be a few more of like the side mission stuff, like doing a lethal operation or something like similar to that, like at a low difficulty we can still do.
Those Sukhovs would look great on me.
I don't know. Maybe I do another biome run, but I just lower the difficulty down to 1. You know, get the 10 rounds
Harder, but looks fancy.
with Weapon Master and just go like hardcore,
The drill miner.
just trying to get the achievements.
Let's get out of here.
Like, don't risk anything else. That'll probably be the best one. We'll probably just have to do that at some point, right? We can't end a fucking stream this early without fucking any achievements. I don't mean early for today, I mean early for the achievement run, you know? We still have over, what? Fucking over 75? To get? Under 75. We'll say over 50, which is technically correct, but I think is a little underselling it.
The scanner just lit
Still
up
have
like a
over
Christmas
50 we have to get. This shouldn't be the point where we're already struggling to find ones that we could just run through.
You ugly son of a bitch.
Wait, did I ever do the one for having 4 cold and 4... I still haven't taken the cryo grenade up to level 18.
Bingo.
Hmm.
You bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
Too much crap to send in the supply pod. Clear out the LZ.
That might be an interesting option.
This one's so mean.
That could be a very interesting option, actually.
One crate of goodies on the way, miner.
Crit, crit, give me crit. Oh, let's look for the nitra. Oh, fuck.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Yeah, if we never get offered that nitra upgrade for crit, I don't know if we'll be able to do it. It feels very much like that's our only method of actually getting all the way to 250. Like, if we want to get to 200, that feels very doable by upgrades and gear, but 250 is
The swarm is heading your way.
a struggle. We're only at 83. We're not even at 100, and we're at stage 3. Like, I've missed 1, but it was like a commons. That would have been like 2%, right?
Beat your maker, Craig.
I don't know, maybe I look at the mastery for this guy. We see if maybe I'm like at too low of a mastery, like the higher mastery maybe gets a more crit chance. Like just starting.
Doesn't hit harder, but looks fancy. Overclock. Rock and
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Hey, there was a big swing. I think that puts us 100. 95, actually. 95? Wasn't that 12? I thought we were at 88. Right, 12 would have been 90 then.
You don't see these every day.
Alright, 104. Alright, we're over 100% crit chance then. And I think if someone in chat looked this up before, there is no over critting in this game, right? So being over 100% crit doesn't actually allow you to do like over crit where like you get even more damage multipliers. It just negates any negatives to your crit chance, I think. Which is fucking wild how aggressively over they'll let you go. And there is no... This feels like the type of game that would have over crits, you know? This feels exactly like the type of game that would normally have over crits.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Me.
Right. We have almost no Nitra. We're going into stage 4. We don't have the Nitra crit artifact. We're at, I think, just under 100 crit chance.
Shoot and work to be done. Get to it, miner.
This is rough. These achievements are very rough. I can now see why these ones are actually pretty up there on the rarity for this game. No, there was one achievement that was irritating me for a little bit that was called Rock and Stone. And all it said was, don't forget to rock and stone, and I had no clue what the fuck they were saying. And I was complaining to one of my friends, I'm like, obviously I could just look it up, but I'd really prefer to figure it out. And they're like, have you tried pressing V? I'm like, what? Like, well, I don't know about Deep Rock Survivor, but I know in Deep Rock Galactic, if you press V, your dwarf will just shout random shit. So maybe you go and you press V. And I launched a game and I hit V.
Rock and roll and stone.
And I got the achievement instantly. And I'm so irritated. I'm so angry. Unreasonably angry. Just, you son of a bitch. Ooh, there is, now that I'm remembering, one achievement that could be fun to get on a low difficulty, which is for one of the escort missions, which is to completely mine a map before moving the mining machine. So that could be one, like, if you do the foreman, that gets its massive mining speed bonus, you might be able to do, like, level 1 before there's any difficulty involved.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
This works.
What are we at? 107. Jesus.
This. Suck on this, you freak of nature.
Resupply prepared. Clear the landing zone.
Alright, we're starting to get a little bit of luck on some of these crit level ups, at least. I think we'll definitely need an artifact. We either need the one artifact that just gives you a sudden 25% boost in crit chance, or the one that turns your Nitra into crit chance. Either option. Really, the Nitra one is your best shot, but we can kind of make do with just the flat, trade out damage for crit. But I don't know if I'd be able to turn that, because that's only like 25 or 30, I think. We're over 100 short right now. Oh. Please. Oh, nothing. Okay.
Gotta have it.
Gotcha. Fun. 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 You never learned you could have fun. 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 Alright. What does that put us at, though? We're at 122. Not even 150.
Epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer.
As we level up, it gets harder and harder to get level up, so actually our crit chance will be going up slower, I think. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Sorry. Your own fault for being full of
Objective completed, Miner.
That's the one.
Get to the
Crit
top.
damage upgrade will give us 2% more crit chance. It's heading into final stage at 125, not even at 150. So we need another 125 to get there. Fuck.
It's for me.
Congratulations, Miner, on completing the 4 easy steps. Next up is the final stage.
When I'm out of gold. Yeah, I think there's no chance I get 150 crit chance here.
Small cocoons.
Maybe if we get the Nitra one, but I've had to spend all of our Nitra re-rolling for the Nitra artifact at this stage. We do have one Nitra mining artifact, and we have our 1 bit of gear that gives us Nitra as we mine. So we could make up a lot of Nitra very quickly, but 150 is what we need. 300 Nitra, I think, to cover that.
Alien. Go.
Yeah, I'm feeling very much like this run is not it.
Pop the loop bug. Let's get them in.
I missed the armor one. I missed the one that wanted you to get to 300 armor with the revolver that gives you 400% more armor. That was a fun discovery. That was a, hey, welcome to the easy mode of how to get this achievement. Upgrade your revolver.
Loot bug down.
So where are we on Nitra? We're not even at 50 yet. Maybe there's another 2%.
That will teach you.
Supply pod LZ is full of crap.
Oh,
Please
let's
use it
go.
out.
Alright, supply pod. This is your last chance to give me the one artifact that might turn around, but also might not at this stage. Like, if we had had multiple stages to not spend any Nitra, easy. With only this stage, a little rough. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yep, nope. Alright, ain't no way I'm pulling out an extra 100% crit chance just on levels in the time that's remaining. Ain't no fucking chance. Anybody want to bet against me? Anyone in chat want to bet I can do it? I'll give you good odds. What do you want? Anyone in chat, name your price if I pull it off at this stage. Ganbare. Ganbare.
This is gonna help me.
I don't think I do. Alright, so at 140, how many more epic crit upgrades would I need? 10. So if we level up 10 more times before the end of the match, and every single one gets us an epic critical chance upgrade, we would just barely make it, I think. That might actually even be 10% short.
Completed. Dreadnought threat
Ooh,
eliminated.
nope.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived.
God,
And now, it will leave without you.
crit. Insane.
Impressive work, Miner. The Dreadnought never knew
That's
what hit it.
insane. Alright. Let's take a look at achievement. Let's just go. What is the rarest achievement? The 3 sidearms. Okay, never mind. Not doing that one again. Crit chance we just did. Okay, 30-second lifetime on the maintenance worker. 30 seconds
Oh yeah, bug hunt.
of
Just
lifetime
breathtaking, isn't it?
on the maintenance worker?
Gonna keep my stuff in good repair.
Was that it?
It's dreadnought time, miner.
1 second. I want to double check I'm not missing like a difficulty level or anything else. That feels extremely reasonable. Maintenance. 30-second lifetime. No difficulty requirement. Hell, I don't think it even said complete. Oh, I did do this once, didn't I? We got the thump. We got the seismic deal all the way up to 30 seconds, but none of them were alive 30 seconds before the match ended. So I technically failed, even though I got all of the numbers I needed. I'm remembering this one now. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright. We were able to pull it off, but the game itself time limited me. We really want the thump. I mean, we'll just go turret construct because I think that increases our chance of seeing more.
The landing zone and triangulate your
And if we get 3 turret constructs, I think they'll start offering us the lifetime upgrades. They might do it at 2 even, but I feel like we're guaranteed to see lifetime upgrades at 3.
Good work. Supply pod inbound.
Dibbity dips.
Yay!
This is the smart pick.
Gambare!
Prepare to fight for your life. The big
Do,
storm is
do.
approaching.
Ra.
Good, it shoots
Ba,
with a bit
ba.
of extra kick in it.
Ra. A do day. Did any of y'all, when the 10-hour fucking edits of videos pop off, did any of y'all get into any of those? Like, obviously, I've mentioned a couple of good ones. I know a few of you, I think, even talked about the one that Lotus did. The, fuck. But I remember, what was it? There was another one that I think got kind of famous. That was, like, even a little bit edited, so it would only do, like, the main part of the song. Which was, I think, 500 miles, you know. I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. But it was just the da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum-da-da-dum-da-da-da-da. It was just that part over and over and over again for 10. I did not make it very far in that one. That one fucking killed me early.
Yes.
You're gonna only listen to the same 30 seconds of a song on loop for so long.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
A gorgeous gun for a clock this bugs.
Hell yeah.
Give me that.
Alright, we got plasma mining turrets. Let's go. And definitely if we fully overclock those ones, we're gonna give them the inaccurate firing. So they're just spewing plasma rounds all over the map.
The time is up, Craig.
Diving deeper.
Oh yeah.
Taking you to stage 2.
Try to look for the seismic. Fuck.
Thunderbird, look at it go.
Really want the seismics. I think the seismics have the longest just default uptime is the thing.
This one suits me best.
I still think people... Okay, yeah, I did never look it up, but people...
Let's get out of here.
I'll look it up. One second. I'll give it a shot.
This is
People.
gonna be a walk in the park.
People... 10 hour. Y'all ain't gonna hear this, right? Let's see here. Yeah, I have desktop muted. I'll see how long I can survive with. Oh my god, that came in. Oh, that came in at an 11 already. I'm 10 seconds in, and I don't know if I'll be able to do much of this, but I'll try. I'll let this run. I'll let you know, guys. I'll let all of you know at what time Peepo fucking kills me. Oh, fuck, there's so much going on. Fucking my examples, goddamn bop bop doo 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 dow dow. Voldemort laughing. Da 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 da. And you're like, oh, the Beepo Beepo song. Holy shit. This feels very much on a different wavelength entirely from everything I've been talking about. Oh, this is a lot. This is a lot for one listen through.
The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
Got it right between the eyes.
LC trapped. Supply pod incoming.
I don't think there's anything that'll actually give me lifetime from artifacts.
Hell yeah! Dimmity dips.
The anime-ass song? Homie, this ain't even anime-ass song. What are you talking about?
Sure, why not?
Name me an anime that would play this as their opening or closing song. Fuck.
A gorgeous gun for a gorgeous dwarf.
What the fuck are you listening to? What is the Hatsune Miku? Pop Beepo? Is that wrong? Well, I yield either way. I'm not even all the way through this. Holy crap. Is it a Hatsune Miku song? Pop People? That's what came up when I looked up People 10 hour.
You shouldn't eat.
I'm telling you, there's too much going on in that. There's no way any sort of an anime would use that as their opening or closing. Oh, I meant Saranji Jesus fucking Christ. Sarani Poji. Alright. Saranji Poji 10-hour song. I don't seem to have a 10-hour version. I'm seeing something that's a 1-hour. We'll try this. Looks like a bottled water.
Can I paint my
Oh god.
This one almost
What is this background ass music?
Bring it, Beckers! Shoot to kill!
Was this song used in advertising?
Overclock, my favorite type of clock.
Because this song has major advertising fucking vibes to it.
Me a firefly.
Jesus. Oh goddamn, they never gave me the seismic. I did like 20 rerolls. And I haven't seen a fucking lifetime upgrade even once yet. And I have all lifetime items, right? Yeah, we have lasting on all of these.
I can use this.
Yeah, no, this definitely feels like one that'll kind of give you the Voldemort dementia. No, this one's got like such a consistent rhythm through it. I feel like after 20 minutes or so, you would fully lose track of which play you're on. And you would legitimately be no longer able to tell the difference between the beginning and the middle of this song.
Satisfied. The
Hey, there's a big lifetime upgrade. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? This is a song. This is a song that you shouldn't listen to a 10-hour version because you're gonna end up fully disoriented.
Stage completed. Onwards to stage 3.
Oof. Oh god, yeah, no, that'll fuck with your head. That'll fuck with your head aggressively.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get
All right, Plasma Boys, fucking mine everything. Hey, Ultima, you willing to take the Lord Voldemort challenge? You want to see how long you can survive just listening to his laugh?
Just the upgrade I was looking for.
The drones are construct, right? Because I think it needs to be a construct. Yeah, they're construct. I'm good. We're here to torment you. Oh, is that what's happening? I understand. Have you ever seen the Very Important playlist? I heard about it, I think, very late in its life cycle. By the time I got to it, like, there were at least a dozen videos on it that were removed, and the rest of the videos, the entire comment section was just referencing how it was on the Important Videos playlist. It just felt like it felt very much like I was walking around a tourist trap in a city, you know? It felt like there wasn't really anything natural going on in the playlist anymore at that stage.
Give it to me.
Tripod cleared. Impact imminent.
Classic memes in there. Classic memes.
Barely go for this one.
Swarm's heading your way. Load up.
Those are a lot of things I don't know what to call. Maybe you could call them classic memes, but I don't think they were things that ever popped off.
I rarely go for this one.
Ultimately, that playlist has a lot in it. A lot.
Your history. Points for style. I'm clocking it to 11.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
I thought it goes way. I'm raring to
Hang on,
try
is that
this
only
out.
my second lifetime upgrade? What are we at? Lifetime 11 seconds, 4 seconds, 20 seconds, 20. All right, so we're gonna lean towards the drones then, I guess. Drone lifetime is okay, so we want to make sure we avoid, I think the explosion upgrade on the drones gives them a reduced lifetime.
Need it.
I don't know if they have anything that gives them an increased lifetime, though. Maybe we'll just try to overclock them specifically.
This works. Loot bug. Oh,
I know they have a thing that reduces, but I don't think they have any overclocks that increase.
might as well. Yeah.
We'll definitely find out, though.
Nice. I'll take it. Clock this, bugs.
Wait, they're at how many seconds? 20 seconds. I was about to say, for a second I remembered the 0, and I'm like, wait, they're not at 30 already, aren't they? I want reload speed. I want lifetime.
My favorite color.
Ooh, wait, plus 100% lifetime. Oh, the explosion adds lifetime? Oh, wait, 100%. Doesn't that mean...
Now we're cooking with gas.
Wait, no, lifetime's only 3 seconds. Plus 100%... Hold on, plus 100% lifetime? Oh, lifetime upgrades now shorten the oh. Well, we still have one drone with normal lifetime modifiers. Important things have been learned, everybody. Important things have been I complained once about the explosion upgrade. I said the explosion upgrade is really interesting, but the problem is, because it gives them more lifetime, you're actually exploding less often. But I was wrong. It specifically inverts that because, well, that's very good to learn. The explosion upgrade is a lot better than I've ever thought it was, now that I know it inverts lifetime.
Stage 3 completed.
But fuck. That means every time I've been doing the exploding upgrade, I've been avoiding lifetime.
Next time will be better.
I've been avoiding lifetime because I've been under the wrong assumption. Ooh, interesting. It's very interesting to learn I've been playing drones wrong my entire life. Very useful information. Thank you, achievements, for teaching me something very, very useful. It's unfortunate the timing of the lesson, but I still appreciate the lesson. So for anyone out there who didn't know that, the explosion upgrade on the drones inverts how lifetime works. And in fact makes it very, very good. You can get very rapid exploding drones.
And I'm not really proud of me.
However, not helpful for trying to get the 30 seconds of lifetime achievement. Very not helpful there. We're at 25 seconds on our one untainted drone.
Detected. Lock up and get ready.
Loot bug looted. One down.
Gonna hop off for a jog? Hell yeah, Ultima. Take care of yourself. Have a good evening, enjoy the tunes. I will see what I could do.
Overclock says it's time to kill.
You have a good jog, my guy. I appreciate you being here. I'll see you again. Mop, mop. Do, 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 ra, ra.
Your history.
A do, do, day.
Shoot it in the face.
Alright. We've got the axe tender, we've got mining drills. Honestly, what, do I just look at when I'm looking at artifacts, since there's none that are really lifetime artifacts? We could just looking at getting the shit that gives us more resources for mining, because we are practically clear-cutting maps with our current setup.
It'll do.
Do I need to focus on more damage, though? I am seeming to have a really darn clearing out enemies in a reasonable time frame.
Gonna paint my nails to match it. You want some more?
Too much crap in the way. Supplies can't land. Clear it out, miner.
Your history. This works.
Well, that's a good damage upgrade to get. Again, I'm really just trying to get lifetime upgrades. Because we don't even need to complete the match. We just need, I think, something to be alive for 30 seconds. Ooh. Oh, they flooding in. Alright, we'll try to circle them with the electric fences. Let's go.
LC prepped. Supply pod incoming.
Yay, let's go. Reload, movement speed, potency. Fire rate, reload rate. We'll go with the 3 levels. We might be able to get a lifetime upgrade out of 3 rolls on it.
This one suits me
Oh, it
best.
seems like no, we are not able to do that. God damn.
I want it. I'll take this one.
Make an extra drone. Now, it would be fun to have an achievement about, like, getting a drone below a 1 second lifetime. There is something very interesting about that. I wonder Yeah, once we're at 30 seconds, if we pull it off, we should see what the exploding drone is at that point. Because then we could see it as, like, being the exact same achievement, you know? Just inverted the measurement. Because I think we're already below 3 seconds, aren't we? Yeah, we're at 2.8 seconds right now to our 25-second lifetime. Hey, there's a little more lifetime. That takes us up to 226.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived.
Go to Nitra, maybe buy some more upgrades in the shop. And let's see what we got.
Is done.
We have very little gold. I was about to say we should have some gold, but no, we went with Nitra, so we're not going to see a lot of that. Oh.
Want it. Nothing
And we'll
for
just
me
spend
here.
out our...
Let's try
Ooh,
again.
we're going into 4? Alright, so we'll pin a 15% lifetime. Hold on to gold. Right, we're going into 4? No, we're going into 5, so it's too late. Fuck!
Destroy the cocoons and take out that dreadnought.
But if we want to get there, we have to get all of the upgrades right now. God damn. $26.8. So we need about... How much more? 10% would take us to... I think a little over 28. I think we only need about 20% more, so that's like 2 good lifetime upgrades. Should get us there. So technically, with good luck, we might be able to get it in 2 upgrades. 2 upgrades feels relatively reasonable. Maybe we start taking free damage to farm experience out of our artifacts. Right, 10%. Okay. That should put us at, what, 28? Yep. Alright, we're getting there. I think we only need 1 more. We're going to try to take free damage, keep farming up bonus EXP.
Feeling much better.
Not out of the big guys. We don't want to give out too much health with that EXP.
Do you like her?
That was a pretty decent run through. That was half a level just from taking damage.
One down.
Alright, and let's move, drop our turrets, let them do more mining.
Clean up the LZ.
Move, drop turrets. And then when we get into the Nitro, Nitro will drop EXP as we mine it. Bad bugs. Bad bugs. Ooh. Hi, how you guys doing? Don't mind me. No, don't mind me. I'm not listening whatsoever. Bugs do not respect my wishes. Oh, come on, lifetime. Come on, lifetime. Ah, fuck.
Work harder.
Not so good. Not so good. We're definitely running out of time to get more level ups.
LZ prepped. Supply pod incoming.
Nice. I'm gonna do something epic with this.
I don't know if luck will really help. It'll raise the rarity of things we get, but I don't know if it'll increase the chance of us seeing lifetime upgrades. Maybe a legendary upgrade for a drone might include lifetime, but that's real rough. Even if that's true, even though that is true, that means we have to score the correct specific weapon rolling a legendary. Yeah, I don't think luck actually really helps. Yeah, I think just trading damage from rare XP is the only thing that'll help us at this point. Getting more levels, more chances at seeing the lifetime. The amount of gold we got's pretty okay, so gold and EXP is really all we're at. Gold to reroll. EXP to get more levels. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do I trade damage? Yeah, I gotta trade some damage. So we really need some levels. One more, 150 out of 250. Oh, boss spawned. Alright, yeah, let's trade damage now. Oh, is the Juggernaut. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. I'm gonna be one achievement short. Or we're gonna get it after the timer buzzes and we're gonna have less than 30 seconds to do it again. Oh god, if that happens a second time in a row. If we get it without enough time a second time in a row. That'll be real frustrating. Alright, how close are we to one more level? Ugh. Relatively close, but not. Oh, man. Go ahead back the way we came. Well, our electric fences are actually picking up the XP for us, so maybe we never have to double back. You can trade damage. Just gotta look for the smallest bugs to trade damage again. Fuck me. Fuck me. That's been 4 level ups in a row, including 4 rerolls on one of them without a lifetime upgrade. And I think we're literally 10% lifetime upgrade away from getting it. We just have to run away from the Juggernaut, I guess. Like, it's not really about winning at this point, it's just buying time. We need to deal as little damage to them as possible and just keep killing the minions, farming the XP. Regenning health, and once we're above a certain threshold, trading the health for more EXP. There's a little guy, we could trade damage on him. You're a little one. Trade damage on you. Almost one more level up. You're little. Give it. Alright. Fuck, he's gonna die. No! Fuck me! I stopped because he had like 1 health left, and I'm like, I need to figure out a way to not kill him, and I didn't kill him, but oh god. 0 achievements. 0 achievements so far. Fucking hell. Alright, what is the most common achievement I have yet to get? We're going the other direction with this. Forget the bot. Okay, is get level 18 with the cryo grenade. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna see if there's any more 18s. 18. Cryo grenade's the only thing we haven't gotten level 18 with. So it'd be strong arm? Does he have anything? He does, but I already did it. Is there anything else I could pair up with the cryo grenade? Because just cryo grenade feels weird. Level 18, and it can't be on the weapon mastery. For some reason, weapon mastery runs don't let you complete the Warthog weapon mastery dive. Ability dive with 4 fire weapons. Cryo grenade is not going to pair with that well. Complete an anomaly dive on hazard 1. Mine a bunch of blocks, deal damage, kill enemies. Complete dives, Vanguard, Hazard 5s, Weapon Masteries, for 50 rerolls during a single dive. Does the cryo grenade happen to have the favorite upgrade on it?
It's a dirty job. Crystalline Caverns, my favorite.
Make way, coming through.
Zulets, your what could we do? Alright, depending on what we first roll. So here's an option for something we can go for. I think it was difficulty 3. I'm gonna check this just to make sure I don't have this wrong. So let's spend... Complete a dive without spending any gold or nitra, and then there was shop. Complete a dive on difficulty 3. Okay, I'm on difficulty 3. So if we're on difficulty 3, if we pull off on our first weapon roll, seeing the cryo, then something we can go for is not spending any nitro or gold in a run, and not buying anything from the shop for a difficulty 3 run.
Gorgeous gun for a gorgeous.
But if we have to re-roll to look for the cryo grenade, then we're already going to fail one of those two. But we could still go for the other one. That'll be what we're going to hope for, I guess. We're going to hope for the first fucking roll cryo grenade.
Clear out the landing zone and try.
Guaranteed. Always get it. Always good at first attempt. Never had to re-roll for a weapon in my life. Are you shitting me?
Let me try that again.
6 re-rolls. Nope. Only weapon in your roster you don't get to see. Cryo grenade.
Run in time for sandwiches and beers. You can do this alone.
God fucking damn it. God fucking... I even picked the strong arm because I'm like, what's the character who's most likely to get the cryo grenade in his roster? Like 100% strong arm. There's only so many grenades in this game. And you're going to see every single one of those grenades twice before you see the cryo grenade.
Just the upgrade I was looking for.
Alright.
Those icy
We did one reroll, so we have spent gold and nitra this run. So we can do rerolls from now. What else? Ooh, there is another one that is, don't use any artifacts. So that would be those drop pods. So 1 second. Artifact. Complete any dot. Okay, so no difficulty requirement, so we're just not going to do drop pods then. If we never do a drop pod, we'll never be offered an artifact.
makes me want to be a better wolf.
Heck yeah. Alright, so that's what we're doing. No artifacts, no shops. Cryo grenade, level 18. We got it. We got 3. That's 3 achievements. That's a good run. Actually, I think there's a classic that only have 10 possible weapons, and the strong arm has 17. Does the classic include the cryo grenade as one of his 10?
The scanner just lit up like a...
Because honestly, we're on round 1.
This is a rare treat.
I'm willing to swap over to the classic to try to make that attempt. If you can confirm for me the classic gets the cryo grenade, without me having to do a Bosco that'll add more weapon tags, because obviously that just expands the roster. Yes, that... Okay, okay. I'm just checking, because I didn't know if you were just talking about who had the most narrow roster. Okay, so we're going to do it this way then. So difficulty 3.
Time to kill crystalline caverns. Here I
Classic. I'm going to make sure... Alright, we got to change that out. So you don't have this. You have... Does it matter? Because it doesn't really matter.
Scout Classic, please.
Difficulty 3. And I'm willing to do 2. I'm willing to do 2 restarts to try to get cryo grenade in the first weapon offering. After that, we just give up on trying to do all of these together.
Doesn't hit harder, but looks fancy. This works.
Also, I want to do max HP on the side. I think this one's more so about going up in mastery with the classic, but there is one, I think, for getting the classic to 1,000 HP, which I feel like that's either going to be gear or leveling him up. I don't think I'm actually going to pull that one off on top of all of this. We can grab a few health upgrades to see what kind of doing it casually gets us to. So only 10 weapons at... Fuck. I just want to see. Yeah, one reroll got it. Alright.
I don't get paid enough.
I said 2 retries, so that's 1 retry down. Run it again.
To the dreadnought. Eliminate the dreadnought.
And if this fails, we have 1 last retry in us.
You can do this.
And then we just roll with it.
Woo, baby.
No, the big thing, this is gonna be the first time I fucking fail a difficulty 3 run. Well, honestly, also with the classic gun, if we go cold on it, we can stun lock a lot of things with this weapon. I might be over planning though. I might be over planning already. The idea of the classic being like the best cold build is very interesting.
We have a supply pod prepped for you. We need the LZ clear.
And we're not doing drop pods because we don't want artifacts. Fuck. Two rerolls that time. Alright. This is our last retry. If this one doesn't work, we just roll with. Oh. Oops.
Got my gun done up all nice and shiny for this. It's so shiny. Just a classic scout. Don't mess with perfection.
It's dreadnought time, miner. Find the damn thing.
Alright, let's go. This is our last attempt for getting all 3 together.
Take out a loot box.
After this, we just deal with it. We'll figure out someone else to do the 0 golden nitra at all on.
Brand new gun now. Gotta have it. Took out a loot box. Bingo.
Okay, we got a lot of gold, a lot of nitra. I'm gonna have to loot pack for the Morkite, but I feel like enemies... Ah, fuck.
Ice cold grenades.
Getting a little tired. Alright, well we could spend golden nitra outside of the shop, I guess. We'll still avoid artifacts, we'll avoid spending in the
I'm raring to try.
shop. So there's still 3 achievements on the board at this point, but damn, that's unfortunate luck. So that's a grand total of... With 2 retries, 9 weapon showings. 9 total weapon showings without the grenade ever showing up in the first roll. Damn, and with only 10 weapons? Rough.
Big swarm detector.
Rough.
Bug
Poor
out.
odds. Poor odds on that. Odds are not in my favor.
Give me that. Now we're cooking with gas. It's a little extra special.
What do we want? We want the artifact that'll get us crit for nitra. We want the artifact that'll get us damage for gold, since we're not spending in the shop.
One looks best.
Potency and status effect damage won't be bad, since we're running... It seems like a cold build, functionally, at this stage. Maybe stuff for percent max HP if we want to roll the 1,000 health scout in, but I really feel like I would have to done a specific like gear build or something else. We could still think on it. So we put that in as like a maybe side quest if we could pull it off. If you get the drone and get super lucky with the Zukov, you could get 4 cold weapons, but I do think I've already done 4 cold weapons is the only thing. I think the only 4 weapons I don't have is 4 fire, and that's just because I feel like if I'm gonna do 4 fire, I might as well do it on the difficulty 5 mission. Then once you get 4 fire on it, so that I can get the unlock points, you know, for higher level gear. That's more of a like me problem thing, you know, than an inability to do it with the 4. There might be another weapon set. I need the 3 sidearm weapons. That's not exactly a tag typing, but it's a very similar thing. I need the 4 fire. You know what? 1 sec. 4. 4 fire, complete a Vanguard 4, an Anomaly 4, and Hazard 4. Yeah, the only 4 weapons I'm missing is fire. I think there were some that were 3. Yeah, the only one there is sidearm. Yeah, nah, so it's just fire.
Alien scum.
I do like the thought, though.
Drones are cooler than cool.
And I don't mind going with the thought. Especially now that we know if we get, like, the exploding frost, we can try to build lifetime. But I'll only have, like, 1 lasting anyway.
Pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Okay, shop, and we immediately exit the shop. Go for no drop pods to avoid artifacts. We consider HP stuff. Well, no, if we're not getting any percent health from artifacts, I don't have any percent health from gear. And we can't buy health or anything in the shop. This is probably just not going to be the health run then. That's fine. We got 3 achievements we're going for. We don't need a 4th. It just makes me feel better if I get an unreasonable amount of achievements in 1 run. It makes me feel clever. It makes me feel like I've solved the puzzle. I think there's also an achievement for like beating Hazard 5 without any gear. Which honestly, I did before the 1.0 came out.
Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please clear it out.
I don't care about the supply pod. If I do the supply pod, you're going to force me to take an artifact, and I'll feel silly. Wish I could salvage supply pod rewards.
Epic upgrade. That's a no-brainer. Take that. Feels rare. Feels right. Overclock. Rock and stone.
He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday.
I'm also realizing that I'm not taking artifacts. I actually don't need to gather gold or nitra, because what I was thinking is if I had it, then if I got the artifact, it gives you more damage for the resources you have, then you get a bonus, but we have like no value in gold or nitra since we can't spend at the shop and we're not taking artifacts at the same time. God damn. So if I was trying to do the max health, what would I want? I'd want the artifact that gives you max health for
Why are you not
nitra.
leveling up the grenade? Wasn't at the point of this run.
That is one of the points of this run. Because I think I got too hung up on some of the other points of this run that it fully slipped my mind. Oh, so I've upgraded the grenade. I've upgraded it 5 times. I've upgraded it more than I've upgraded the drone. And because honestly, in this situation, the assault rifle is probably going to be the only weapon truly keeping us alive. But I acknowledged. Criticism taken in. Acknowledged.
You want some more? Can't pass up a plasma carbine. Dibs.
And we can't re-roll, right? Or I guess I could re-roll.
I'm a better dwarf
I also think that, like, every time I've had the grenade offering, I've also had an all-cold damage upgrade, which is like, fuck you. Upgrade the weapon I want levels on, or upgrade all of my weapons. That make my brain not happy. Not people.
Woo, baby.
Very Sag brain.
Crawl back to hell.
Alright, alright. Yeah, this right here is a little bit of why I was focusing the assault rifle. Oh gosh.
The bugs are evolving.
I just became a better dwarf.
We're gonna go find our last fucking mushroom, okay, buddy? You can follow me if you want. Boop.
Well done, you got them all.
Pay for all.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the time
I only
runs out.
take one of
The
these.
drop pod is not going to hang around.
The stuff of legend.
Let's go, let's go. We're going to the stage 3 at level 8. Alright, that is pretty bad on the grenade.
You closer to your target.
That is pretty bad on the grenade.
There's beasties to shoot.
Oh, I'm now realizing though, mining up gold and nitro are getting me EXP. Even if there's literally no other value to them, they are rocks that will give EXP.
This one looks best.
I already did okay, we're re-rolling. We're re-rolling. Now that I know there's no artifact that I'm taking or anything else, we're doing re-rolls and just hunting grenades specifically. And I was being too proud to use re-rolls.
Red sugar.
No. 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 Jesus.
We can't send in supplies until
It also feels like maybe our re-roll to grenade upgrade ratio is going to be awful. Woohoo. No.
I just became a better dwarf.
So we're at 10. No. 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 There's one. Oh, holy shit.
Kill me.
prepare
Don't
to
think
fight for your
again.
life. Big swarm is approaching.
I think every one of those re-rolls had an assault rifle upgrade.
Put a bit of extra kick in it.
Oh my god.
Loot bug looted.
EXP. No. No.
Feels like a
Hey, and it's a paint job. Hell yeah. So we're at level 14. So we went from level 8 to level 14 just on stage 3. Yeah, I think we can get to 18.
Prepare to fight for your life.
Now that I'm willing to re-roll for it. Esto... Bleh. No.
dial it in. You ugly son of a bitch.
You ever feel just a little bit completely cornered by bugs? Because I'll be honest, I sometimes feel a little bit completely cornered by bugs. Oh, never mind. That feeling just went away for some reason.
Yeah.
Eh. We're out of gold. Can't re-roll. Yeah.
This is my pick.
Yeah, let's go for this. Oh, no, I should have gone for the explosion. Damn. Ah, well, it's fine.
Bring the
Damn, these fucking grenades are on cooldown. Let's go.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Do love it when the bomb bugs all stack on top of each other. There's something just delightful about being able to get like 5 frozen bomb bugs all next to each other, just knowing, oh, we're fucking locked and loaded, y'all. We're about to get a good explosion here. And the flyboy will dive. Hey, there's our AT. Oh, he's got a favorite. Nah, we'll go gravitational core. I think that'll be better for our full setup. Wait, none of my other guns have favorite as an option, right? Did I just fuck up? I might have just fucked up, honestly.
Get there now. It will leave.
I'm realizing because I need to do a run at some point where I get 2 favorite weapons, I think.
This works.
Well, let me know the ice grenade is on there. What, the minigun and the ice grenade?
Stage 3 completed. Remember to mine for minerals as you progress.
Don't buy in the shop. Don't buy in the shop. Alright, and we can just race to the end now, right? There's nothing we're doing. We're just not taking artifacts, not buying in the shop.
After this, I'm taking the longest shower. Stick to the core of Glyphid stink. And then I'm getting so drunk.
Ain't no way for us to race through until we're on the final stage. Every other stage is going to take as long as it takes. Let's go! The Deep Core. Aren't there 2 guns named the Deep Core?
You're cute.
I thought we had this discussion last time, right? Aren't there 2 weapons called the Deep Core? Isn't my current assault rifle? So actually with the ice grenade in this, I could have gone for 2 favorites, maybe? Fuck. Fuck! I should have just taken the favorite. I knew as soon as I clicked no, I thought, wait, what if my other guns can get favorite? Then I'm really ruining this, aren't I?
This one makes me want to be a better dwarf.
God damn it. No, I'm sure just because of the decisions I've made, it actually is the gun I started with. Fuck. My life be like ooh, wah, ooh, wah, ooh.
I'm not scared of you.
Looks like it's the GK2 is the gun you have, and the PGL is a grenade launcher. Alright. So the grenade launcher, this assault rifle, and the frost grenade.
Prepare to fight for your life. A big storm
God
is approaching.
damn, that's an interesting collection.
Let's clear them out. Take that.
I was about to say, is there any way for us to get an extra weapon this run? Technically, but we would have to ruin the artifact part of the achievement run, so no real way.
Give me that.
Give me that.
Swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Hey, give me that.
Give me that.
Give me that.
Clock this, bug. Suck on this, young
Ooh, that was a good fucking chain reaction.
I can use this. That's the one.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep on rolling. Rolling right. God, I'm singing to myself. I'm exhausted. Me being speepy is the only time I start singing to myself on stream. Or when people specifically mention a song I like. But it's very rare for y'all to cold call songs that I can't help but sing. It's mostly me getting exhausted.
You want some more? Feels rare. Feels right. Oh, I'm on fun. This one. I'm not scared of you.
Eh! Don't do that. No, don't do that. Stop. Stop doing that. You have violated the law.
This is growing out of hand. Get it done, miner.
I'm doing my best, sir. You're just not dying. Nearly even got him stun locked. There we go. No. Oh, wait. No, that's fine. That's fine. I was about to say, wait, they might give me an artifact, but no, that's drop pod boxes. Boss boxes don't carry artifacts. Alright, we're on to final stage. Buy nothing in the shop. Don't do the drop pod. And survive.
Stage 5 we go.
Here we go, y'all. Nothing in the shop. We're just gonna go straight to all the eggs, ignore the drop pod, and we've got this.
And watch out for elites. Keep your
A good turnaround on a so far 0 achievement game to have a 3 achievement round. So I fucked up. I could have made it a 4 achievement. And it's a 1 egg.
Just what the fuck. This will help me work harder.
Where is 2 egg? A 2 egg?
Loose bug eliminated.
Y'all see they're doing a new Game of Thrones TV show? Another spin-off? Because R.R. Martin does not want to write his next book? I think they're doing it based off of the short stories he was writing about, what is it, Sir Duncan the Tall? I want to say. I have not seen the trailer, but I have seen the thumbnails of multiple people reacting to the trailers recently. So I imagine there's a bit of hype. I do think they did a really good job going from the last season of Game of Thrones to House of the Dragon. So I'm hopeful that they can fucking make another good show. And the fact that they get to like pull themselves out of a lot of the wheeling and dealing in politics is interesting. The story of Sir Duncan the Tall is a lot less political, a lot more like hedge knight oriented. Now personally I really like the like socioeconomics and the political of Game of Thrones. So it is kind of sad to not see that, but it might just make it seem really fresh, you know? It could be like a situation where it turns out really good because they're sort of taking a break from their normal thing. Can I just go pop the main egg? I could just go pop the main egg. Obviously, it's going to be a bit awkward. Now going to be dealing with all the elites at once, but yeah, it's going to be fun. It could be easy. It's only difficulty 3. What's the worst that could happen? Maybe the fact that I'm struggling to kill these elites already is a sign of what could happen, but...
Gimme.
There we go. Ooh, we got the really big boy. Not the twins. I don't think I've gotten the twins today. But I think the twins are more likely at higher hazard levels, so since I've been doing mostly under hazard 5, decrease the chance of me seeing. They're not map dependent, right? It's not like they can't show up on this map. Maybe it's fully lucked. It is a 50-50 chance, you know, the classic, if you keep rolling the fucking dice, flipping the coin, there'll just be a point where you get heads 100 times in a row. Statistics do be mean. I think they're still better than matrices, though. And one of you is going to start telling me about matrices statistics, and I'm going to hate you. Because that is math that must be really hard to do, and that actively dislikes you. Ooh, I can turn that. Alright, alright. We can get a little more red sugar. Let's take out the other side so we can bail. Ooh, bailing. Good freeze. Good freeze timing. Though I'm very concerned he's not even at half health yet. Yeah, we need to stick close to him. Stick close, let the assault rifle and chew him up a bit. Fuck.
This makes my whole life better.
Yeah, I think we'll focus the assault rifle for damage. A little more controllable. Admittedly, if we were closer to the last overclock for the plasma rifle, I would be focusing that. No!
That didn't go as planned.
One achievement. Only the cryo grenade. Oh, fuck. Right at the end. Right at the end, I was getting too frustrated with the low damage, and I was standing too close to him to try to force my weapons to target. Fuck. Oh, man. Alright, I'm clearly out of it. Today was a bad day. I think I didn't have it in me. I didn't have the guts. I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the follow through. I panicked and I fucked it up, and we only got one achievement in 3 hours. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll be calling it here for the day, y'all. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. I'm terribly sorry for my horrible performance today, but I hope you all at least had some fun with it. Remember, I love you all. I'll see you all just as soon as possible. This Friday might have a little bit of a weird scheduling thing. I'll find my best way to get around it, but there might just be no Friday stream, and I'll just have to make it up to you guys on Sunday or something, but we'll definitely see. Remember, I love you all. See you all as soon as possible. Have a good rest of your weeks, okay? Bye-bye.